Hey, everybody, good evening. Welcome to Ravnica. What is it this week? Bleeding Hearts in Dead Chests, part 2 here on Variant Rolls. Thank you so much for jumping on and hanging out with us tonight. Let's do introductions before we do housekeeping stuff, yeah? Take it away, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hello, everyone. I am your friendly dungeon master for tonight. I'm excited to run this game in one of my favorite settings, and I'm happy you're all here. I see their pronouns. I forgot that. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Carry on. Do you want to tell us who's next? Dungeon Master?
Oh, yeah. Why don't you go?
Me, all right. Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I use he, him pronouns.
Yeah.
I am also occasionally known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master DM Jazzy Hands. And tonight I will be playing Xanafia, the half-drow hexblade warlock, and she uses she, her pronouns.
All right. Our returning champion, Emma.
Hey, hi, hello. I'm Emma. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I am finally back as San, the elven monk way of the elements, and I focus on water. She also uses she, her pronouns.
All right. Alex?
Hi everyone, I'm Alexandra Gaston. I am playing the elf twin counterpart to San. I am Sin, also way of the element, though my focus is fire. And I use she, her pronouns, as does my character.
Sam?
I'm Sam Darcy. I'm 65th Victor on Twitter. My pronouns are she, they, and I play August Kane, the half-elf grave cleric, whose pronouns are he, they.
And last but not least, the one, and as far as I know, the only Stephen Rowe.
Hi, I'm Stephen Rowe. My pronouns are he, him, or she, her. Tonight I'm going to be playing Farah Valet, a fighter wizard necromancer from Golgari Guild, which is super fun for me. And her pronouns are she, her.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah,
just a couple of things. If you are new to the channel, thanks so much for hanging out and joining us. Make sure and click the little heart button up atop the screen to follow the channel so that you get notified when we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube a little ways down the road, hop over to twitch.tv/variantrolls and hit that follow button so that you can, well, watch us live. What else? Thank you all so much, any of you who have subscribed to the channel or who support our Patreon. We've got a ton of really awesome programming that is going on right now and a ton coming up. We were just chatting, those of us on the Creative Council were just chatting about some upcoming stuff earlier today, and it is possible because you all support us and are awesome. So if you are able, we of course appreciate any and all levels of support, even if that is showing up for the streams and retweeting our tweets. But if you can do a little bit more and you feel comfortable doing so, subscribing to the channel, going to our Patreon, patreon.com/variantrolls, and becoming a part of that is super helpful and super appreciated. I think that's it for now. Let's do the thing.
All right, let's go. I apologize for breaking eye contact with the camera, but I got this nifty journal that I'm going to be reading my notes from for tonight. All right. So enforcement has become a very busy profession, Sam. Your sister stopped into a shop on the way to Orzova to grab some gummy bears, and you went on ahead, and somehow you got roped into collecting debt from the owner of a lavish bathhouse. It was still a job, but an enjoyable one that you very well could want to do again, and maybe you'll even take the owner up on his offer for free entry. After all, he did get to keep his teeth. But on your way back to the cathedral, a pit forms in your stomach. Something is wrong, and you don't quite know what. Calling forth your magical quarterstaff that links you to your twin, you are able to locate her somewhere below ground near Precinct 5. But then the staff vanishes again. Worried she might be under attack, you wait, call the staff back, and find an attached note asking where you are. After confirming your health, you rush back to Orzova and see a bedraggled-looking Asimov explaining that the missing Orzov wizards are traitors to Lunara, who is the resident angel of the Basilica. Calling forth a blade of solid gold, Lunara instructs you to go to your sister and attempt to force the wizards up to the bell tower. and that she will be on her way as soon as possible. And with that, your face into both hands, slowly exhales, closing her eyes, and the rest of you notice a drop in temperature in the room. Water rises from the ground, and out of a cloud of mists, sun appears.
Could you always do that?
No, but I wish.
I will run up and hug Sun.
Oh, good. So this is normal, or mostly normal. And hi. Nice to meet you.
I will hug Sin back hard and kind of look over her shoulder. Who is that?
That's
I'm a
the guide
subcontractor.
down here.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And I'll just whisper, she doesn't have a left arm.
Correct. Well, I certainly don't at the moment.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I'll see if I can summon Drusilla back. See if she's still got a weird, crazy eye on her.
Yeah, you summon your. Is it the whole arm or is it just the hand?
From the elbow down.
Sure. Okay, got you. So you call forth your skeletal arm and hand, and there is still a big yellow eye right in the center of the palm.
Okay. Well, this is odd, but I guess I'll just go with it for the time being and reattach her to the stump.
You don't notice anything. I mean, aside from the fact that it isn't.
Yeah, there's a skeletal head. Mm-hmm.
Do we shake the hand? That's how we meet?
Well, I'm right-handed, so if we are going to shake, I would prefer to do it that way. It's all the same to you. This is Drusilla anyway. You can introduce yourself to her separately if you like.
Okay. I'm going to lean over to Sin and be like, what have you been up to?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to like go up and like shake both hands.
Oh, God.
Lovely. Pleasure to meet you.
So as you shake the skeletal hand, there's an eye in the palm of the hand, and
Squish it.
I'll
take like the finger.
Okay, I was going to say I don't quite know what like touching like an orange-sized eye would feel like. But if you can imagine, if you had actually grabbed Drusilla, that's what it would feel like.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
I suppose if I need to, I can always replace her. I suppose I have a couple of spare parts sitting over here. I'll motion to a very dead elf in black robes on the floor.
San, there is indeed a very dead elf on the floor, and he's wearing pretty much a very fancy Orzhov uniform, essentially.
Okay.
I was almost dead last time, wasn't I?
Yeah, you got Bodecked.
I did, but I used hit dice to get back to max, right? We took a short rest?
Yeah, sure. We did take a short rest, to my knowledge.
Okay.
And by we, I mean you.
Yep.
San hovering next to Zan is it sort of looks like one of the Orzhov indentured spirits. It's got the hood and the creepy and the whatever. But as you sort of look back and forth between the dead elf and the spirit next to me, there are some marked similarities.
I have so many questions right now. But you know what? I'm so happy to see you all, so we're gonna just... It's okay.
You probably notices the mass amounts of blood that I have on me.
I have so many questions. Is everyone okay?
I'm going to go ahead and animate the elf donkey.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You need to use a spell slot for that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I do so by taking out a small dagger and kind of stripping kind of pulling his shirt open and putting these traces that look a lot like the tattoos on my face, or ink or henna or whatever it is that I have. Looks a lot like streams or maybe tree branches, thin things that become large things. And occasionally I'm taking some time to look at the blueprint that I've got like laid out next to me, and then going back to the carving. And when I'm done, plant life, like little fungal sprouts, will appear in the path of it and just start inserting themselves into the body and blooming. And then it'll get up and start moving around again. Did anyone catch this fellow's name?
I feel like at least one of us must know the names of the wizards we're after, right? Maybe not. I don't know.
You actually were not given the names
Yeah.
when you spoke with Lunar. You were not given the names.
Okay.
You should call him Bob.
You do know the name of one wizard because you found her notebook.
Oh, that's right. But this is not her,
Yes.
so.
That is not her, correct.
Well, it's Bob now.
We've already looted everything.
To my knowledge, yeah, you looted the elf. I do not believe anyone attempted to loot the Bodak.
I actually think, oh, what's his name? Asimov did, but there was nothing but ash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did tell Asimov he could add Bodak ash to
Yes.
his
Yes,
story.
you did.
He's so pleased.
Money.
So yeah, I mean, you're pretty much in this large catacomb mausoleum, almost arena. You're in basically a big pit in the center of a room that goes up as it approaches the walls. There are benches. It seems very ceremonial. Likely where the Orzhov do a lot of their necromancy.
Son, did you happen to run into Asimov as you were, on your way down here in that divine way?
Yes, why?
No, I just wanted to know if he had gotten out and he was going for help, as it seems that we have a slightly different situation than we were first led to believe here. The wizards were not kidnapped, did not go missing so much as our traitors. So as we pursue them, it is likely that we'll need more assistance. So it is good to know that Asimov made it out. I was, to be quite honest, afraid that he would get lost down here and never make it out.
Oh, it's a shame. So no, he's fine. We're all fine. That's why I'm here.
Great. Well, we should continue on before the others have any opportunity to recognize that we're on their tails, as they say.
Just to clarify something real fast.
Please.
Farah, your contract by this point has been fulfilled.
Ah, shit.
You're only supposed to. Your obligation was to bring them to.
Oh, right.
Your obligation was to lead them here, not to enter. So everything you do from here on out is pro bono, so to speak.
Oh, well, I'm happy to provide a different contract if you require assistance. I do have a large number of subcontractor contracts written up for situations specifically like this.
Farah, if it is all the same, do we not owe you a few replacement bodies and skeletons for the ones that you lost earlier?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But no particular rush on that. It'll take me some days to replace them anyway with the magic.
It seems to me that if you follow us, of course, no requirements on your end, but there is a not insignificant chance that we may be able to replace them sooner rather than later.
True. Well, how about we just add a 25% surcharge under the cost that I was already being paid, and we'll call it even.
How much is a 25% surcharge?
I'm going to look over at August, since they're likely the one that will have to sign off on this anyway.
That's fine.
Excellent.
I speak on behalf of the syndicate. I say that's fine.
Yeah, and to be clear, this was never in August budget. Like, none of you even know how much Farah is getting paid.
Right.
Like, someone else is covering the bill. It's fine.
My rates are extremely reasonable.
I have no doubt.
And honestly, if you just want to tell them that I said 50% and collect the difference, I don't care either.
Farah can stay with us forever. Let's hire Farah for everything.
She speaks my language.
No kidding.
I've heard how the syndicate works, and I've had some dealings in the past, and I don't mind being used to some extent.
She would fit right in.
I still have so many questions.
But I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Let's answer them while we walk, no?
Fair enough.
Just lipping a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, so we'll keep following, we'll keep going through the chambers and trying to follow any kind of path while San asks her questions.
Sure. So yeah, you pretty much keep going through the mausoleum. It's a bit further up, but honestly not very much. San, if you want to ask your questions, just free to go ahead and do that. Because you're about to start hitting the stuff as soon as you get to the top of this.
Sin, why are you covered in blood?
There was this really big thing with a very sharp blade, and it hurt really bad. And I might have gotten a little bit too close.
Are we going to fight one again?
God, I hope not.
Okay. Why are there walking dead bodies with us?
Oh, that's me. Hello.
Well, it seems that a new friend, Farah, deals with a bit of creepy. And has these servants that are made out of dead bodies.
They're extremely natural, organic.
Are they grass-fed?
Yep. Are they free range?
No, but they will at some point feed grass. Does that count?
Yes.
Close enough.
Okay, perfect. Let's go fuck some shit up then.
I agree.
All right. So yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot separating you from basically the entrance of this particular basilica. It's not more than a couple of minutes before you reach another large set of double doors. This one is not sealed like the downstairs one was that needed your signet ring. This one you can pretty much just push open, and it does indeed pop right open. And you basically find yourself coming into a big, abandoned, dark, and empty basilica. It looks like it's been in disrepair for quite a while, but it's not a ruin. It is just an abandoned building that is very dusty. It's clear that some maintenance work really needs to occur here. You're pretty much walking straight into the sanctuary. This is, I mean, compared to Orzova, nothing is a large cathedral, but this is, even amongst the lesser banks, this is not a large cathedral. You basically come in from the back corner of the sanctuary, and there are there are pews that occupy most of the floor. There's probably like 40 in total in the room that stretches about 120 feet long ways and about 90 across that way. And towards the front, you can see bathed in the evening light, which is slowly becoming blue and purple as opposed to more bright, happy colors. You see a figure leaning up against the altar in a black cloak with a high collar, black pants, red fingerless gloves. It's a woman with short hair. It's all pushed back, black, very pale, gray eyes, and she looks impressive and she looks mean.
What was the name of the wizard whose notebook we found?
Kara Dotsk.
That's right.
Dotsk.
That's right.
Does it look like she's noticed us at all?
From this distance, you can't really tell. You are about like 90 feet away, but like also she's looking in your direction.
Sure.
So
it's not like we're hiding.
Yeah. You just popped right in.
Okay.
You're in an abandoned building.
Zombie, not stealthy.
Yeah.
Right. Also that.
Yep.
And you did take a breather for about an hour
Right.
between killing the guy underground and then coming up here.
Right.
So whatever happens now would not be unreasonable to say she knows you're there.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Do I get the sense that there might be anybody else in the room?
Not currently, no.
Okay. And are we entering the room?
Are you? You've reached that point.
Yeah, so did San, did you come with instructions for us? I remember something, but now I don't remember if you told us or if it was for I don't remember. Something about a tower, but I
don't think I came with instructions. Did I come with instructions?
You did.
Okay.
Alex's giant eyes when you said that indicated that yes.
When you started when you called my name, and I was like, I blacked out.
No,
What?
it is all good. It is all good. So yeah, you were instructed if you couldn't kill the wizards on your own to chase them up to the bell tower.
Oh, okay.
Because Ludara is on her way.
Okay.
Great.
I will relay that to the group.
Sure. Great. And where do we how far away is the bell tower from the level that we're currently on?
You don't know. This is the first time in this particular basilica.
Right.
And they're, it's a church, and so it's pretty easy to tell how they're laid out, but they're all a little different.
Sure. Totally.
So our goal here then is to make our way through this and kill the wizards who are in here. And if we can't, we just continue trailing them.
You just chase them up and put
Got
the
it.
pressure on them. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So we're hurting them at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they'll run from us, that's sort of the issue, though.
Or if
Hobble.
we can God, it's been too long since I've played any video games. Never mind.
Kite them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really good.
right.
Farah, would you mind having Bob step to the front of the group, please?
Not at all. Bob, if you wouldn't mind. And, kind of lunge forward a little.
Yeah.
He's
So
not the quickest as a one.
Sure.
Oh no, I can certainly imagine. So as Bob approaches, this woman you can only assume to be Kara just stands there, arms crossed, raises an eyebrow as Bob approaches.
I just want Bob at the front of our group so she can see him. I don't want her to.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
We just got Bob. We ain't gonna sacrifice him that quick.
Ha.
Whatever.
So as Bob walks up, I'll just sort of gesture to him, wave at Kara, and cross my arms right back at her.
Are we under the understanding that we will probably be killing this one?
I mean, I can't imagine that if Bob was unwilling to chat, Kara will be either, but who knows?
Oh, God.
I'd say out of the corner of my mouth while I continue to refuse to uncross my arms or break eye contact. Eye contact from across the room. So I could probably cheat and blink and she wouldn't notice. Anyway. Nothing from her?
I'll just...
This is sort of awkward.
Are you going to come quietly? Or are we going to have more fun?
Thank you, Sin. I really didn't want to break the image, but somebody needed to say something.
No answer? Are we going to have fun?
That's quite a definition of fun you have there.
Well, I'd say that probably the pleasure would only go one way.
I really don't want to pursue that any further.
Thank you, Sin. You've done your job now.
Well, then I am leaving. Good luck in the fight.
Look, we can sort of shortcut this, I think. Your friend Bob here, really didn't go well for him since we discovered the truth of your disappearance. So you can come with us, of your own free will, or we can take you back. It's entirely up to you.
Well, first of all, I'll just say that the Count there was insufferable.
Well, on that we agree.
I can even forgive you for killing him.
Oh, forgive. Okay.
But I don't feel bad about it.
I can understand why you wouldn't.
That wasn't really an answer to my question, Karalov.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Well, that's a shame. But, you know, we all do what we have to do. My friends, does anyone else have any other ideas, or shall we have another little skirmish?
How far away is she from me?
If you haven't moved up the room at all, she's probably about 90 feet away.
Yeah, we all came in enough that we're all comfortably inside the room, but...
Yeah, you're comfortably inside the room, but to my knowledge, no one has begun advancing, so you're about 90 feet away.
If I may.
Oh, I was sorry.
Farah, yeah.
Well, I certainly don't want to tread on anyone's heels, and I understand that I'm very much out of my element, but this is quite obviously a trap, and we should probably just attack her at range as best as possible, correct?
And at that, Sin will throw a firebolt at her.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Yes. Yes.
Probably not.
Oh.
That's a 13.
That does not hit.
Yikes.
I'm rolling on a bed. It's going to be terrible.
You throw the firebolt, and you know what? It's pretty far away. You're at the edge of your range, and it just kind of whizzes by about 4 or 5 feet away.
I'll just like wince a little, like.
That was a warning shot, Kara.
Oh.
That's so
I'm
true.
terrified.
She can't possibly.
It was like a broken rib that like made me miss.
she can't possibly miss you by a larger margin next time, so you know it will be closer.
It just whispered on my voice. Fuck you, son. At that, can I start moving? Is this another circular room, or was this a right?
No, this is basically a rectangle that's sort of like cut off at the corners.
Then I will look at San and kind of like nod and start to move like around the room, kind of towards her.
There are 3 aisles.
Okay.
The aisle in between the central 2 set of pews is about 10 feet wide, and there are 2 5-foot wide aisles, and about like a quarter of the way along the room, and another quarter of the way.
And is it like a standard church where you walk in, you have like you have like a aisle down the middle, pew, aisle. Are there pillars on the far side, like that lead into hallways, or no?
Not that lead into hallways. No, everything that leads into hallways is pretty much an arched door.
Okay, I was just making sure that there couldn't possibly be things or people hidden behind the pillars.
Yeah, no, there are certainly some obstructions, and they're not pillars, but they're like decorative statues and things of that nature. By the altar, which is where she is. And the altar itself is a big raised block. Okay.
Yep, I just want to move. I'm just going to move probably beyond the bleachers, the pews.
Right.
Bleachers. You know, the stadium of God. And hug the wall and just kind of keeping eyes open for whether either she's really there or not.
And I'm gonna mirror Sin's movement on the other side.
I'll send Bob right down the middle.
Yeah, I'll follow Bob at a solid, healthy distance.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to ascertain whether that's like really her or whether it's a projection.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Investigation.
And I'm trying to scan to see if I see anybody else in here or anything else in here.
18.
All right, you actually did beat her. This is an illusion.
Blessed be.
Oh gosh, then I will just call out, "You look very fancy. It's almost like you're not really here."
Ah.
She kind of like looks down at her clothes. Well, I'm wearing the same thing where I am, so. Mm-hmm. But good job. You know, I really didn't expect that from you particularly.
And I'll literally just be holding my fingers up like.
That was not very nice.
No, it really wasn't.
She kind of gestures to the front row of pews. Well, come on, have a seat. Let's talk.
We can hear you just fine from where we are. Talk away.
Well, first of all, who are you? Pointing at Far.
Oh, I'm a subcontractor.
Good answer. I don't say your name because that would defeat the purpose.
Yeah. I'm going to be very honest with you, Farah. I did not expect a subcontractor. And what I have to discuss is not really for, well, it's not public, it's guild business, you know?
Oh, I've signed a non-disclosure agreement, if that helps at all.
Believe me, it helps. She'll stick to it.
Well, if she signed it with the Orzhov, she'll have to.
Oh, yes.
Fair
absolutely.
enough.
Yeah.
Chop chop, we don't have all day.
I do.
I can cover my ears and hum or something. Would that be helpful? I don't really know what I should do in this circumstance. I'll look to August. Suggestions?
Can I cast blindness, deafness?
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
Sorry,
August.
And Stevie, Farah, you can choose not to resist.
Yes, August.
Oh yeah. So I'll just go deaf for a while. That works great.
Yes, August.
I
He just
love
says, like,
it so much.
that. And
Mop.
she's deaf.
Bop.
And as a very practiced wizard, Kara knows exactly what's going on. She finds this satisfactory. Don't you ever think that all of this guild infighting gets tiresome?
Yes.
Especially when it's people fighting us?
Says the woman who just insisted that someone from another guild be deafened for the course of our conversation, but go on.
I just can't help but feel like we have more than enough resources to advance our station, and I feel like the only person in the guild with enough ambition to actually try it.
So you're trying to go above just you just wanted to be rich. Don't try to sell it like
Not quite.
you're some kind of saint.
Oh, no, hardly. I just feel like the Orzhov could be better. And I feel like there are certainly some guilds we could do without. Would anyone miss the Rakdos or the Gruul? Because let me tell you, I wouldn't. And I don't know anyone who would.
I've learned so much about you in these few moments, Kara. I, for one, enjoy a good Rakdos circus, but...
It's never worth the trouble. Don't get me wrong, they are consummate performers. But as compared to all of the trouble they cause, quite frankly, for Ravnica, it's not worth it.
And what on Ravnica makes you think that you have the power to not only go above and beyond the Orzhov leadership, but above and beyond the living guild pack himself?
Well, what's Jace Valoran going to do? He's not even here.
It's a fair point.
I can't even remember the last time he was here.
Sure you
So
can. It was, Oh no, that wasn't him. Shit. Fair. Okay, fair. Keep going. Keep talking.
I hope you'll forgive me if he's not really a concern of mine right now. I hardly think we're a concern of his right now.
It's a fair point, but he must be planning to return eventually, and when he does, and sees that the Orzhov, or some part of it, she looks her up and down, have decided to throw off the balance, as it were, what do you think his response will be when he does finally and inevitably return?
Well, if he waits long enough, he'll find quite the opposition if he tries anything.
This is absurd. Even if Jace was not in the equation, how do you think that you can possibly defeat us, but more to the point, all of the Orzhov hierarchy?
See, here's the thing. I don't think that the hierarchy... Well, that's a lie. I think the Ghost Council can go die again. What do they do? All they do is absorb money for themselves, they don't even spend it. They're a drain they're against everything we stand for. All right, sure, I understand. We're the financial system. We're supposed to be rich, and I understand that. But just sucking money out without using it for our advancement is useless.
With all due respect, Aaron,
Such as it is, Your Excellency.
what you are saying is blasphemous against the Orzhov Syndicate. I don't care what your reasons are. The fact is, you have broken your vow or contract or something.
Contract, yeah.
And now you have to be prepared to face the consequences. We're coming
Believe
to
me,
collect your debt. Anyway, what I'm saying is we're done listening and we're going to come find you now.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
We're done listening, August. Some of us are not. I'm just curious what else she has to say.
Really? That sounds blasphemous. For lack of a better word.
Your Excellency, a word, if I might.
Okay.
Well, I can't possibly believe that San is seriously considering what this woman is saying, but it might do well for us to know exactly how deep the blasphemy goes among the wizards of our order.
We've been given our orders and we are supposed to be executing them.
Of course, but what were the orders? They were to find and retrieve the 3 wizards, and so far we only see 2. Perhaps she will reveal her position and that of her compatriot.
Do you really think she'll do that?
No, to be honest, no, not in the least. But just a moment more, Your Excellency, if you would. But of course, it is your
prerogative.
Yes, but I was going to say it is your wisdom that we will follow ultimately.
Very well, but I will be watching those twins now.
Of course, it is best to keep your eye on them anyway. They tend to set fires.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was being very quiet.
Observant feet.
Damn it!
In the interest of honesty, the spell is worn off and I can hear things now. So I don't know if I should just la la la.
Oh no.
Just, forget it. No offense. I'm not particularly worried about one Golgari.
Oh no, you absolutely shouldn't.
As you were. That was not. I don't think that August would be like a
His
really big.
Excellency makes a good point.
But why was it a problem before and now it's okay?
Well, because
Now that you're reciting your manifesto, why is it okay?
well, because now it's more trouble than it's worth.
I'm going to move up to the front pew and sit down.
Oh, gods.
Okay.
I'm going
Your own
to.
grave.
Can I check to see if there's any? Because we only know the entrance coming in. We don't know of any other doors in the place.
Okay, so there are 2 side doors about halfway through the room. There are 2 doors coming off of the sort of cut corners at the back end of the rectangle. You came out of the left one. There's another diagonal one to the right. And then there's a larger central door, again, towards the back of that room. So there are 3 doors at the back, 2 on the sides.
Okay. Can I start walking around trying to see if any of them look like they've been traversed recently, to see if there's any footprints, see if there's any.
Sure, go ahead and roll investigation.
That is a dirty 20.
All right. Let me think. So obviously there's the one that you used. Neither of the ones in the back have seen much use. I'm trying to remember the map in my head.
Very good.
Yeah.
Take your time.
The one on the right and the left side seem probably about equally used. I guess they're slightly less dusty than everything else, but it's not like you're seeing like footprints or like, painted red handmarks on anything.
Okay. And you said the ones in the middle are?
Yeah, the two in the middle.
Got it.
Mhm.
Can I open one?
Sure.
Is it locked?
Nope.
I just wanted to look in and see where it led. Just trying to see if there's any more clues.
Nothing. It's a hallway. It extends out a bit, but you can't see anything immediately.
Same with the other one.
You don't have dark vision, do you?
I do have dark vision.
You do. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a half. You're
We're,
full elf.
we're full elves.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. For some reason, I thought you were human for a second.
I mean, I personally am.
Yeah. Right.
Last I checked.
Yeah. The other one is pretty much the same thing. It's another hallway, but again, it's like there's not much to it. It's a hallway.
Well, my job here is done.
Son, the illusion of Kara is going to pull a small gem out of her pocket and hand it to you. Go ahead, take it.
I'll take the gem.
All right. You can put a 300 gold piece worth diamond in your inventory.
Okay.
Look, I understand that what I'm doing will cause some friction within the guild, but I believe it will be worth it. And to be quite honest, I'd rather not kill any of you. But if you do pursue this any further, it might be, well, it will become very dangerous for you. And should you have a change of heart after a brush with death, I hope that all debts can be settled. Really, no one needs to die here today.
Oh, that's what this is for.
Yeah?
Listen, I got excited. Don't worry.
What did you think it was for?
Money.
Oh, that's true. But the money always comes in, as payment for something.
Yeah,
In this case, I feel like she's just tipping us. How about this? We'll kill you nicer.
Well, I suppose you're welcome to try.
I'm looking for you right now, bitch, but 20 isn't enough. I'm trying to find where this person possibly, are there any, are they here? Are they not here?
Yeah, this is very clearly an illusion who makes no physical.
Right. But do we know how far away you have to be to cast that at all?
It would be reasonable to assume, based on just generally the sort of what you've seen so far with the necromancy downstairs, which was pretty hardcore. It would be reasonable to assume that this is a pretty powerful wizard, but to know any more, I think you'd have to roll an Arcana check.
Your specialty scene.
I mean, can I? Just to
sure,
see?
Yeah. You can roll whatever.
It's an 8.
Yeah, I mean,
I know so much.
Based on what you've seen so far, you get the sense that she's powerful, but like beyond that, it's like, you don't cast illusions. You don't know how this nonsense works.
Does Zanafia cast stuff though, right?
No. August cast deafness.
Oh no, I was trying to figure out who I would go and ask.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I am a wizard, in case that's at all pertinent.
I'll maybe go over to the weird one.
Hi. Hello. Can I help you?
Not say her name and go. So, she isn't here.
Mhm.
So, how far away do you have to be to cast that?
Oh, well, that's actually a very good question. It could be a number of spells. If it is relatively non-powerful, then she would have to be within sight in order to control it, and hear the interaction. There is a more powerful spell which she could be anywhere.
Shit. Okay, I'm trying to find to see if she's even here, and I'll keep looking.
I think we better cut to the chase here. Are we at an impasse or not?
Well, what is like your plan? How do you actually see this playing out? How do you want this to happen?
Well, at bare minimum, we can use the Rakdos as a trial run. Let's say one of their nightclubs is destroyed by some Orzhov undead. The guild loses nothing except for a few corpses. But the Rakdos are sure to retaliate, which will draw our retaliation. And let's be honest, the Rakdos don't have many friends. And so if there were to be open war between us, well, they really wouldn't last very long, especially if every corpse would contribute to the cause.
Ugh.
So are
And-
you working alone to achieve this? Is it
Well-
just you? You think that you can make this happen? Just you and maybe us, but you originally was just going to be you?
Well, that's quite a question.
Is it?
Well, until we know where we all stand, yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I would assume that she doesn't want to tell you how many co-conspirators she has.
Yes,
and
thank
so-
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've done this before.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's
her
okay.
process. Just let her do it.
So here's the thing. Why would we want to work with you only knowing part of the plan? Nobody does things like that around here. Why would we just say, sure, yes, let's get rid of all the guilds. Just you and us will be fine.
Well, you could sign a contract, and then we could. Then you would certainly be allowed to know more.
Right, but why would we sign the contract without knowing the plan?
If you believe in its intent, I suppose. I
This sounds really half-baked.
How about this? What if we could read the contract and then we will talk? Not sign it, read it.
give me a moment, and the illusion vanishes.
Shit. I'm going
gonna-
everywhere in this room trying to see if there's any like secret compartment.
I'm gonna cast message over to August. I know you like your rules, but it may not be terrible to use them.
Kara?
Yes. And whoever else she's working with. If we can
Use-
agree to this for a period of time, we might be able to figure out how deep this corruption goes instead of just taking the superficial ones.
Well, the plan sounds so lackluster and half-formed that I'm not sure it goes very deep at all. But
I'm not sure that we're going to get what we want out of her. We can, sure, let's kill her, fine. But then we lose all chance for information.
I'm sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Your accent just cracks me. We lose all chance for information.
We will lose
I
all
guess.
chance
Uh,
for
Okay.
information.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you said all that out loud, right?
No,
No.
this was message.
Oh, got you. Okay. All right. So in a few minutes, not more than 2 or 3, by itself, a contract sort of burns in reverse. Like ashes just sort of like start to appear and flicker on top of the altar, and slowly form themselves together in the midst of this fire, and out of that comes a contract. The basics of which are that you can't tell anyone about this, and you are obligated to contribute towards the end goal, which at this point is just the elimination of the Rakdos Guild.
Okay.
In return, you get information, payment, and power, but power specifically in the form of magic items. She claims to have contacts. Payment in gold. Information is a little vague, but it would be reasonable to assume that's coming from the Demir Guild. And it would be reasonable to assume that a conspirator like this would have a contact there.
Okay.
But that's pretty much the contract. But the wording of particularly the non-disclosure part, it's very binding. Whatever you learn involved with this cannot be spread in any way.
Okay.
And it would be reasonable to believe that this is a magical contract that is binding in many ways.
Okay. I am going to show it to the group. I'm gonna wave them all over, and show them the contract.
Under no circumstances am I signing that.
This appears to not be solely the work of the Orsov. Does anyone else agree?
Yes.
Do you all remember our mission, a while back now? It feels like weeks. It probably was only days. When we
It's been a couple of weeks.
Okay. When we went to retrieve a debt from a rather wealthy member of the Senate, and he told us that he could not remember what he had done with the money.
Yep.
Yes.
These all feel suspiciously linked, and I wonder to just how many of the guilds this little uprising spreads.
If it hadn't come into contact with all of the guilds, I would be surprised. But we were just hired to do a job, not to unravel a wicked plan.
But if we don't unravel it, we may not have jobs.
There's always jobs for people like us.
Then we should send a message to Los Angeles,
Luna, yeah.
Lunara.
Yeah.
Lunara, and tell her to inform the other guilds of possible corruption.
It does seem like something larger than the five of us.
How do we not know that Lunara is not in on it, and perhaps she's just pissed that they've cut her out of the deals? I'm just saying, if we're going to talk about corruption, we have to have some bad talks.
Ugh.
She did send us down here.
So.
Well, my guild is probably relatively free of any threat of corruption, for many reasons. Usually, we're the ones doing that sort of thing when you're talking about the fringe elements. If you need some sort of safety zone, or if you're worried about this being some sort of larger sweeping conspiracy that could punish you for having any information about it and not joining.
Yeah. But right now, we were hired to take down these people, and we can't get to one of them. That seems to be the issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to sign this contract.
Now, is it a physical contract here?
It is a
despite
physical
the fact
contract. Yeah.
that's quite
physical
impressive, considering that this is some sort of illusion. How do I think that might be done? If she's an illusion but able to summon physical things to the site of the illusion.
You get the sense that this area has been abandoned for a while. And so someone with enough knowledge and preparatory time work magic in here very much unlike what you would be able to do in the streets.
Oh, very interesting. I'll start taking notes.
Yeah. So just to clarify, that discussion that just occurred, that was out loud, correct? Because Sin can't cast message?
I don't think that she took message.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So particularly as you say, I do not want to sign that contract. Sin, you are the only one to notice these 4 sort of nondescript, shadowy blobs, basically, form behind the altar. And from the front door, there's basically a big crash, and 4 ghouls enter the room, looking very hungry, and they're going to charge you. And that is where we're going to take a break real fast, because I foolishly did not get water before this, and I'm not ready for combat without getting something to drink. So,
all right, we'll be back.
We'll be right back
in just a bit, everybody. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out and getting some water. Keep yourselves hydrated. We are back now. We have all done that and are ready to apparently start a fight with some ghouls. So
All right. Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
as over the break, I got everyone's initiative but Zan's. Zan, in particular, roll initiative.
Shit. Oh, that's not terrible, but it's not great. That is a 11.
11. Okay, I will write real fast the initiative order, and then I will post it in Discord so you can
Great.
keep up, because you see 4 ghouls in front of you.
Feels like a problem.
Yeah.
Well, Zen, you're just below Sin.
I'm gonna get my last zombie blown up by a cleric, aren't I?
No, we just got him.
Just got him. He's
Damn
brand
it,
new.
he's not home.
Still has that new
Damn
zombie
it.
smell.
I know.
Still has a new zombie smell.
It's not a good.
Or maybe the lack of smell.
Yes, exactly.
Ugh. Now I'm just imagining that. Oh, man.
Let that marinate.
All right. Also, while I post initiative, so
Yeah.
where we will see real fast, where is everyone in the room?
So I think Zan and Bob made it probably about halfway down the central aisle.
I'm probably with
Okay.
you then.
Okay.
Didn't we?
Weren't we all looking? Weren't we all
That's-
standing?
The contract?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
we were all
That's
looking
right.
at the
That's right.
contract.
So we're all together then, up at the
We're
front
all
pew.
together right in the front pew.
Clumped up, good fireball formation.
I forgot about
All
that.
together. Right
Although to be
now.
very clear, Zan did not have a seat. She is convinced there are glyphs of warding inscribed on this damn
Oh.
pew or something.
I'm like pacing.
I'm like,
Right, exactly.
yeah.
Like,
looks like
oh, she didn't blow up. I guess I go sit on her lap.
All right. So,
Oh, yes.
August, we begin with
Oh.
you.
I'm also. Never mind. It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to use Turn Undead.
Yeah.
All right.
Feels like the right move.
Let's just open with Turn Undead.
Really does feel like the right move, I have to say.
It does feel like the right move. I'm going to be rolling these saves as a group. As if you can see the initiative, I'm sure you understand.
Bob lives.
Bob.
Save-
Oh, yeah. Forget about Bob.
Oh no, it's fine. He saved. He
What
saved.
about Bob?
Oh, good. He didn't blow up.
No, he
Yes.
did not.
That's
He got
good.
a 16 by rolling a 16.
Well,
I assume that's
look.
That saves.
Now,
That
what is your
saves by
save?
Okay.
15.
15. All right.
Hey.
It says 15. It says 15 here, so I assume that's 15.
Can usually count on it being right.
All right. So somehow, what save is this? What type of save?
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save. All right. As long as they don't have a negative modifier, which I gotta check real fast.
Please have a negative
Because
modifier.
I was just gonna say,
Oh, no,
Really?
I'm sure they do.
It is a neutral modifier
Damn it.
rolled on the 15.
Oh,
Ah.
So the shadows and the ghouls both save.
Boo.
lame.
Roll it 7 more times.
Boo.
Rubbish.
Fine. End of turn.
Slime. Nope.
God.
All
But
right.
it was very impressive though.
It was
Patronize.
Do you have anything else you'd like to do? Moving. Bonus action.
bonus action.
No.
Now.
I don't know what I'm
Ow.
doing. So no.
Fair enough.
Maybe. Bonus action. Spare the dying. Nope.
They're already dead.
Yeah.
All right. So thankfully, you're all in the center of this room, which is about 40 feet.
Fabulous.
So the first ghoul cannot actually attack, but it is going to use its action to dash and
Yeah.
basically get around you. So now it is between you and the altar. And let's see. only Sin has noticed these,
Right.
but there is a dark sort of blob of shadow that
Charming.
slowly forms into a human, while a humanoid shape, while everyone is focused on the ghasts, and it is going to attack
Ruh-roh.
Sun, I think, because she was the one who got the contract and the thing. Yeah.
For reasons is usually what I say at that point.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll start using that one. What is your AC, Sun?
That's a 16.
Okay, so this does hit. You take 7 points of necrotic damage, and I will need you to roll 1d4 for me.
Oh shit.
A D4.
1d4, yes.
Okay.
I object.
Yeah. How about no?
I got a 4.
Your strength score is reduced by 4 points.
No.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. I hate it.
And that is the shadow's turn.
Oh, that was the shadow.
Yeah, that was the shadow. Another
Right,
ghoul
right.
is basically gonna just dash to get up to you, and he's gonna stop at sort of the front. So you're basically boxed in by these two ghouls, because you're in a 10-foot wide aisle here. You're in the 10-foot wide corridor between
Right.
views. Another shadow is going to come, and this time it is going to get Sin. So what is your AC?
Oh boy. It's 24.
This one misses because you were aware of it. You saw these, so it doesn't have advantage on you, and you rolled a 10. So yeah, you're fine.
My AC is 16.
Sure. Okay.
Oof.
All
Oof,
right.
oof,
Now
oof.
let's see. Sin, you're up.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so there is at least one of the ghouls ran up and is very close to
Oh
us.
no,
Yes.
that was Sin.
Oh,
you're-
Sin.
you're
I'm
up
sorry.
next.
I'm Zan. I don't know. We all kind of sound the same,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Just start calling
Right.
Zan Fia.
Mhm.
Just make it.
No.
So I have a ghoul in front of me or a shadow.
There's a.
What attacked me?
You were attacked by a shadow. The only thing within melee range of you right now is a shadow.
Okay, cool. Let me do it. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but let's try. I would like to spend 2 key points to do Burning Hands.
Oofta.
All right. What's the save on that? Both the
Dex save 13.
Dex save 13. All right. I should have really written these guys' saves down. All right. Dex save 13, and let's see. Can you roll damage on that as well?
Yes, and that is
That's a 4.
Huzzah! Something's going right.
so that would be 13 points of damage.
All right. So
Fire
you,
damage.
you reach out and you do your burning hands. I like to imagine it in the classic Dragonlance thing where you do that.
Yeah.
This big gout of fire comes out of your hand, and it just coats this shadow like napalm, like a liquid fire. And unsettlingly, the shadow itself is very cold, and actually cold enough to smother some of these flames before they take too much of a root. So you feel like that might not be the best choice of attack further on.
Shit. Do I have a bonus action?
Yeah.
What can I do with my bonus action?
You cast a spell as an action, so I think you can disengage or dash, maybe?
If you spend a key point.
Yeah,
If you
you're.
spend a key point.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point and disengage. That sounds great.
Sure. Where are you headed to?
15 feet back. So
Back, okay, towards the
yes.
altar.
Is there something behind me at the altar?
Yeah, that's where the shadows are coming from.
Oh no.
Yeah, there. You only notice 2 more shadows in that direction.
Okay, I would like to move someplace where they're not going to hit me.
Okay, sure. That would be, I guess, left or right would probably be your safest bet.
Cool. Let's go right.
All
20
right.
feet.
20 feet. Can you roll me a? Well, actually, you can do this anyway. I was going to make you roll acrobatics to not be difficult terrained by the pews, but 20 feet is.
I think I've
half your movement anyway, so you're fine.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. That is you. One more ghoul is going to go, and again, they're pretty far away from you, so this one's just going to run up and dash, and it's going to be. So there's a 10-foot aisle. This one blocks the other front side. So now there's 2 ghouls separating anyone from using that aisle to come back towards the door. That's that ghoul's turn. Zen, now
okay.
you're up.
All right. So the shade of Bob and I are going to well, I'm going to sigh, and then I'm going to turn to. How far is the closest? Are those 2 ghouls? How long is that? Go ahead.
They're not far from you, not more than 5 or 10 feet.
That's what I thought.
You're all in a huddle, so I will let you define where you are. But
Great.
I'm imagining it's 2 by 2 by 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. Okay, so then I will. Oh, I should check one thing. Yes, excellent. Okay. So I point at one of the ghouls at the end, and it has been less than 8 hours since our last combat, so I will use my bonus action to place the currently concentrating on Hex on one of those ghouls.
All right.
And I will hiss something to Bob the Spectre, and we shall attack. I shall, for shits and giggles, I shall curse or hex the strength of the ghoul. Though I don't think I'll be quite resorting to that in this combat. But anyway, all right. So Zan is gonna take out Orzhov's Vengeance and swing a few times. Vengeance of the Orzhov. That is a 22 and a 13 to hit.
Let me see. Those both hit.
Oh, right. Could not remember. All right, so let's see. That is 6 plus 6 is 12 slashing damage and 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18 slashing damage and 9 necrotic damage.
Right.
And the Shade of Bob will reach out and try to grab the ghoul. Let's see here. Oops. That is a 15 to hit.
That does it.
Fantastic. And Bob is going to suck the life from this creature and deal 8 more necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
you get the sense that the necrotic is not a great tool to use against the undead.
Yeah, well, it's all I got.
Slightly, it is effective. It's doing something, but
it's all I got.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I just wanted to clarify that.
I mean, unless you want to do otherwise, I'm not going to worry about the ghouls or really any enemies making Constitution saves or reducing their maximum hit points at this point, because I don't think any of these creatures are going to heal themselves. So.
Yes, that is accurate.
Not going to worry about that. All right, and Zan sort of sighs and says, "Why does it have to be undead?"
All right, so let's see. Now it is Farah. And quick question, Farah. Are you in the center of the huddle, or are you the other front slot? Because you can either be one person in the center or a person immediately next to Zan.
I believe I am immediately next to Zan.
Okay, then I will need you to make me a quick Constitution saving throw.
Certainly. I roll well and have that, so 22.
Yeah, you pass. This ghoul, now that you're starting your turn with the ghoul in front of you, it smells wretched.
Oh, does it? That's cute.
Awful. It is quite disgusting. But you, as a member of Golgari,
right,
you're able to pick out, the subtle hints of oh, that's mold. You know exactly what kind of mold.
No, I don't like it.
like it's a fine wine. You begin to think,
Yes.
oh, this has been aged by probably like 8 months.
I believe this body marinated in District 4 for 3 or 4 months.
Oh,
before.
marinated. Marinated.
This person died of cholera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right, so Farah, you are up.
All right. Well, Drusilla will crawl onto my back, grab my shield, and then crawl back into her slot, arming it. And then I will use a bonus action to command Bob to lumber forward and attack one of the ghouls. And finally, I will try to entangle the ghouls that are in front of us between the door. So I believe there's another ghoul still farther back that could also come up and rush us.
Yes, there's one more ghoul towards the
All right.
door.
So a cloud of spores will emerge from my like sickly green glowing Golgari signet ring, and it'll land on them and like embed itself into their undead flesh and begin sprouting toadstools and molds that start waving around and grabbing at their legs.
Oh, I like that.
What's the DC on that?
13 strength save.
All right, it does pass.
All right, I think there was 2 of them.
No, there was just the one.
They're so excited about your success.
Oh, wait, no, the ones
Who's
immediately
dying
in front
right
of you?
now?
Are
Who
they
is
the ones
being
immediately
murdered?
in front of you?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, there are 2. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I thought you were talking about.
Oh, no, it's all right. I was trying to get the ones that were immediately in front of us, and then
Okay,
that last
yeah.
one has to run into
Yeah,
it.
you do get one of them.
Okay, good. Then.
Yeah, let's say for the sake of it, you get the one in front of Zan.
All right. Well, then I will move up next to Zan, and Bob will attack the one that's been restrained.
Sure, go ahead and roll your attack.
He will get an 18.
All right, that's definitely a hit.
He'll do 3 bludgeoning damage.
All right, making progress.
That's right.
It's a big, meaty.
Not great, but he's a.
I mean, it makes a satisfying sound, and really, to some extent, that's all that matters.
That's right.
Not. Then that's it for me.
All right. Let's see. Another shadow is going to come up. This one's going to come around the side. And yeah, this one's going to come around the side and sort of get in the middle of everyone. So in the back row, there's...
Yeah.
So the back row is San, August in the middle, and then Farah and Zan. Sin is off to the side. So this one is coming around the side to get at you, August.
Uh-oh.
And what's your AC?
16.
Okay. That does hit. So you take 7 points of necrotic damage, and can you roll a d4 for me?
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Fuck, it's one of these dice that I don't know how to read. Oh, 3, I think. The number goes on the bottom, right?
Got you.
Sometimes.
Your strength score is reduced by 3 points.
Ooh, y'all.
Oh my god. Hang on. No, I have to see what it is now because I'm sure it's hilarious.
That's what I'm worried about here. I'm like...
Permanent? Is it permanent?
Long rest, I think,
is-
but that's metagaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Okay,
we have a
okay,
floating
okay.
disc for situations like that.
That's right.
Override. Oh my god. Okay. Come on, update. How does D&D Beyond work?
Oh, I don't
Why
know.
won't it change?
Temporary.
There we
Let's
go.
see. You got
oh
it?
my god. Okay, it's -2 now.
No.
Yes.
Wait,
I mean-
-2?
The
No,
modifier.
No,
The
the
modifier.
modifier.
Okay,
Modifier.
I thought you were talking about the
Let's
old
not get
one.
excited. She didn't
One
have a
code.
strength of 1 to start with.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
No.
All right.
No. That's fine. I never use it anyway.
Right, that's exactly my feeling about this.
All
I
right.
guess my jump stat.
So, the last shadow is going to go, and it's going to charge you, Sin.
Okay.
Damage.
It does not hit.
Great.
Yes.
Wait, what's your AC?
Oh, no.
16.
16?
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, it does hit. I apologize.
No.
No.
The
So you
ruling on
take
the field stands.
7 points of necrotic damage, and can you roll a d4 for me?
No. Roll a 1.
So, I don't mean to interrupt, but
I rolled a
I didn't heal in between now and
Oh.
last session.
There was
So
a short rest,
Yeah.
so it's reasonable to.
Spend some of them hit dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's a
you
short
said
rest,
it
so
took
not gonna
7 points of
Yes.
damage?
7, and then roll a d4 and subtract that from your strength.
Yep, I rolled a 4.
Oh, y'all. We never roll
What's
this
your-
well.
What's your strength?
11, so I'm at a 7, so I'm at a
Okay.
negative
3, 2,
what?
2.
Okay.
Negative 2. I am at a negative 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sam, you're welcome to take up your short rest, and subtract the 7 from your total HP.
Okay. I don't
All
even know
right.
what my hit dice is.
And the last ghoul is going to charge up and it's going to kind of. It's going to get around the back. So since you left, it's going to be adjacent to San, and that's going to be its turn for the dash. And August, you're up.
So, just quick point of order. I'm not in the initiative.
That is
Oh,
an
shit,
excellent
you're right.
point.
I apologize.
No, it's totally okay. It's actually not bad because I forgot how large of an initiative bonus I have, and I added the wrong bonus.
Okay, what's your number? I apologize.
I'm 13. I got
13. Okay, let me
So
put.
she's right before me.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't it nice that we can edit posts on Discord?
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Get in it. Get it together, Twitter.
All right. Yeah. You can go ahead and move right now.
Are you
I
sure?
apologize.
We can just go back to the top of the round. It's fine.
No,
Girl, we
no,
are
go
losing strength left and right. Take your
Yeah,
turn.
This is not the time for courtesy.
I'm always like, it's okay to wait.
Assert yourself.
I do it everywhere else. God. All right. Okay. I'm going to. Ooh, I hate the undead, but I am going to go ahead and run up and hit the closest one with a quarterstaff, whichever came after
Sure.
me.
Yeah, that would be a shadow.
Okay. And I got a 26.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh. 11.
11 damage.
Yes.
All
11
right. There's a real solid impact on that, and it's hard to tell what it looks like when you hit a shadow with a stick, but you get the sense you did it real well.
Okay. And
You have extra attack, right?
yes.
Okay.
I'm also going to no, I'm gonna use a key point and disengage.
Sure.
And get, I don't know, I'll go like 15 feet.
Are you gonna use your extra attack on the way out? Because you still have one more attack.
Do I have a full attack? I do
Yeah,
have a full
You do
attack.
now, you're level
Yeah,
5. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it again. That's right.
All right, go right ahead.
Oh, I did again. Wait. No, I didn't. Wait. It's 20 something.
Oh, yeah, it definitely hits. Definitely hits. Roll damage.
That's that's 6 bludgeoning.
You kill it.
Ah!
You swing the stick through the
Oh.
shadow, and it just dissipates in this cold puff of mist.
That's good.
All right.
Cool.
And
I'm still, is there another one near me? Is there another one of those?
there's a ghoul near you, not any shadows.
Okay, but so, okay, no, hard pass. So I'm
Yeah.
still gonna use that key point and disengage.
Got you. Since you did start your turn within 10 feet of, or 5 feet rather, of a ghoul, you need to make a con save real fast.
I know, and I don't want to. Okay. 16.
Pass. Yep. So you get out of the way of the ghouls. You're much too fast for them. They are kind of very crudely made creatures. The last ghoul now has moved around the back. We'll go back to August. You're up. You have a shadow immediately adjacent to you.
Immediately adjacent to me. Okay.
Yeah, it's in 5
That
feet.
changes what I'm gonna do then. Okay. In that case, sorry, I had a plan, and then when I heard that, I
It's all good.
changed my plan. Let's see. Okay, then okay, he's within 5 feet. What else is around me?
You have behind you, there's Sin.
Mhm.
Behind you is no, both of the monks are gone. So behind you are 2 ghouls, I think. Yeah, 2
Okay.
ghouls.
Within
They're
30 feet.
They're 10 feet away. Yeah.
Great. Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay.
And then ahead of you, there are 2 more ghouls. Again, 10 feet away.
Okay.
Okay. They're all
Um,
blocked by Farah and Zan, so they're not quite threats to you.
Never mind. Then I'm ignoring that shade because I'm gonna try and do my channel divinity again.
Okay, turn undead.
My last one. So
All right, go right ahead.
succeeds.
All right.
I just you gotta do it.
Bob lives again.
Good.
All right.
Hopefully the other guys don't. I feel like it should be higher than 15. Why is it
Bob's
so
gonna
low?
outlive us all at this point.
Right?
And so what you get destroyed? Do you have destroy undead by this point?
Yeah, but I don't think it's high enough CR.
I don't know.
CR
Does,
one
but I
half
think
or
it's
lower.
yeah.
So you're 1/2 or lower.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the radius on this?
30 feet.
30 feet. So let's see. All 4 shadows
No me diga.
and dissolve.
Ooh.
Badass.
You've killed all of the shadows. What does that look like?
Get it, August.
Does it look like? Let me think for a second. Something so cool. Okay, yeah, definitely. He's gonna trace a sigil in the air, and it's like there's this blue trail that follows his finger, and then they just all in like a I can't describe this as like a dusty blue light.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
guess
sure.
they
Yeah,
just all kind of like sink into the ground and
yeah. You killed. Yep, you got all 3 remaining shadows.
motherfuckers.
And the ghouls did fail their save. So they are now turned.
Mhm.
Great.
So it has to
Alright.
spend. Sorry, it has to spend its turn trying to move as far away from
You.
me as it
Yeah.
can. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So on the first ghoul's turn, it is going to rush the altar, and just like leap over it, do one of those like one hand like to the side leaps.
That's
and
a very dexterous ghoul. Yeah, it is.
cower by the back wall. That shadow is dead. The second ghoul is going to run back towards the front door and just kind of burst it open. And now we're at San.
That's me, right?
That's
Yes,
you.
yeah.
Okay. I am going to in relation to all I did was when I disengaged, I would have just hopped over some of the
Sure, yeah.
cues to
Yeah.
get in the back. So
Okay.
the closest one to me would be, is it a ghast? Is that what they are?
Yeah, I'm saying ghouls because I accidentally said ghouls in the first and not ghast. And so now I'm saying ghouls,
Okay.
even though statistically they are ghast.
Ghouls, ghasts, whatever. The undead. Is there one on either side of me that I can hop over and
Are you in the pews?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from the pews, the closest one to you would be 10 feet away from August towards the altar.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and go after that one that's next to August.
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay. Don't fuck me, dice. You were doing so well. Oh, okay. That is a it's 18 plus stuff.
That's a hit.
9 bludgeoning.
All right.
And I'm gonna use that same quarterstaff and go right back again at it.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
For 21 to hit.
Mhm. That is a hit.
And 11 bludgeoning.
All right. Now keep in mind that these have to use their action to run away from August. So
Yep.
pretty no consequence if you wanted to go for your blows.
Okay, sure. Let's do that. That's a key point, right?
It's a key point if you want to do 2. You can do 1 for free though, right?
Oh yeah, you can do 1 for free as a bonus action. 1 unarmed strike is a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Then I'm gonna do that. I don't know why I didn't do that before.
You were running away, which is not unreasonable because they smell terrible.
Yeah, right.
That's a 13.
That's it. That's a hit. Yeah, just had to double check. Yeah, you hit.
Okay. That's a 9.
9. All right. And you kill it.
Oh,
Yeah, you just
right in its face.
Yeah, you rush it. 3 solid hits, and the ghoul pretty much just collapses.
I'm gonna spit on it.
Now, Sin, you're up.
All right. So she took down one gas. Is there?
Yes.
And there's one on me, correct?
No, there's a shadow on you.
There
And
was
now
a
it's
shadow.
gone. Yeah, there
Okay.
was a shadow.
Can I make it to the other guest?
Would you like to go for the one that is right next to Zan, or the one that has run to the back of the altar?
The one that's by Zan.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can make that pretty easily.
Okay. Then I will run at Zan and I will leap over Pew, look really cool, and like spin around and grasp thin air and bring balance down on her head.
All right, the quarterstaff appears in your hands as you strike. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Is it restrained? Is it the restrained?
Oh
guest?
yeah, that is. Yes, that is the You
get
one that is
advantage.
restrained, so you have advantage. Thank you for
Alright.
reminding me, Stephen.
No problem. So it's my ability, so.
First hit is 24,
Hit.
and that is for, let's see, yikes, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, it's looking pretty rough right here.
I'll kind of do a little spin in place and bring it back around to the other side of their head for a. Do I still have an advantage?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Just in case it's a 20. It's not. It's fine though. It's a 25 to hit.
Also a hit.
That's cocked. That is for 9 points of damage.
All right, you kill it.
Woo!
Swing the quarterstaff around, hit the back of its head, and these things have like these big, wide open mouths, sharp teeth, and these real waggly, worm-like tongues that are far too long than any tongue has the right to be. So it is kind of gross when it like hits the ground and the tongue kind of like.
And
But that does occur.
that's gross. Not to make it. Was I supposed to make a Constitution throw?
No, you didn't start your turn within 5 feet of it.
I just wanted to make sure, just in case.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I have enough movement to make it to another one or no?
If you dashed, yes.
As a
bonus action using Step of the Wind, yeah.
but I wouldn't be able to do anything.
No.
I would just get there.
Yeah.
Then I will stay where I'm at
Sure.
and use a key point to go into patient defense.
Sure, go ahead. And let's see. So, Ghoul 3 is
happened?
dead. Sam, you're up. Zan, holy fuck. Zan, you're up.
Told you this was a terrible idea.
Right.
All right, so the one that
Start
was
going by last
by.
name.
It's true. She does have a last name. What is her last name? Silveranth. So the one that was next to Spirit Bob and I is now dead.
Yes.
How far away is the other one?
There's one 30 feet ahead of you, basically pretty much right at the doors.
Okay.
In the process of pushing them open, and there's another probably about 60 feet behind you, like stuck to the back wall, like trying to get away from August as much as it can.
I don't particularly want them coming back to bite us in the ass, so I'll go after the one at the door. Spirit Bob and I.
Go ahead. Yep,
I think I can see concentration on the entangle effect that's between you and the one.
Oh,
at the
that
door.
would be a delightful help. I
I'll
forgot
go-
that was there.
I'll go ahead and do that. So you can
Yeah.
Thank you, Farah.
You're welcome.
All right. So yeah, you're able to move there, no problem.
All right, so we get over there. Since that one is dead, I will use my bonus action to move my hex.
All right.
On the off chance that becomes important, and I will take the vengeance of the Orsov, and I will swing it twice into this vile creature. That is a 21. No, yes, 21 and 22.
21 and 22 both hit.
Fantastic. This is 11 plus 12 is 23 slashing and 5 necrotic.
All right.
And then Spirit Bob will take his grab, and that is only a 13.
That does hit.
Okay, great. And oh, no, that's not true because I get to add my charisma bonus, so it's much more than that. But anyway.
Okay, sure.
That is a better roll at least. That's 12 necrotic.
All right. It's looking pretty bad, but like the necrotic is really.
Yeah.
Look. It's a ghoul.
Look, when we fight the damn wizards. Who better be alive? Yes, so that's all for me.
All right. Farah, you're up.
I suppose I will run after Zan and kind of do a dive tackle at the remaining ghoul. Just try to start a grapple with it and be like, do we want to take one of them animate?
Oh.
I will get a 26 on my athletics check to grapple.
I'm not even sure the ghoul can make that.
All right, so
Yeah, it is impossible for the ghoul to make that one.
So very casually, just kind of walk up and just wrap a big meaty arm around it.
Yes.
Did we want to take one back with us to, I don't know, for tracking purposes or interrogation or something?
I don't know how intelligent it will be or helpful, but if you would like it, you're more than welcome to keep it.
No, I don't know what I would do with it.
That's like, but you said... Okay.
She says it like, well, I'm hid up in a room or something.
All right, so Shadow 3 is dead, Shadow 4 is dead, Ghoul 4 is cowering against the back wall, and I think it uses this action to dodge. That's what it does.
Yep.
So Ghoul 4 is ready to get attacked. It is not moving. August, you're up.
Well, they're all really far away from me right now.
You won.
One is 30 feet away from you, and the other is like 60 or so.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
All right, which one? By the one, the really hurt looking one, or the all right looking one?
Ah, sure, the really hurt looking one. Let's just get rid of it if we
All
can.
right.
Although
What's the
it
dex
doesn't.
save on that?
It just says a dex save. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
15.
All right, it rolled an 8, so you got it.
Yay!
Is
And
that the one that I'm grappling?
Oh,
Yeah, it is weak to. You grappled it.
Oh no, it doesn't affect any of this except that I'm grappling it and it's going to get fired from the sky and explode in my arms, which is just a fun narrative.
Right.
I'm like, do we want to keep this?
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
we do not.
Good.
Pretty on brand for August, I think.
Right.
Dad, can we keep it? No.
No. But Mom, you followed me home.
Exactly
Okay.
what happened. All
Okay,
right.
so if it's radiant damage, so it.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
it is now ash. It is
Okay.
gone.
That was a cantrip. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I think it is entirely reasonable to believe that the 5 of you can deal with one terrified ghoul. So that is taken care of rather efficiently. We can pretty much leave it at that. So yeah, you made it out of that one. Mostly okay.
Yay.
The room kind of settles. Some things have been knocked over. The slight layer of dust that was on the ground has been significantly disrupted in some areas. Not a whole lot of blood, as most of the attacks were sort of spiritual in nature.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you find yourselves, some of you, drained of strength and still standing in the center of this sanctuary.
Oh yeah, I am like hurting.
I'm pretty weak. I'll lean on San.
Well, technically, I can make more than one floating disc at a time if we need to, transport more than just August.
A floating disc?
Oh yes.
It's a long story. We were in the sewers for some time.
But like a disc?
Yes. of magic.
Disco
Condensed,
magic.
condensed floating magic.
We play frisbee with him?
Yes. Well, it's a little large for a frisbee.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Wait, I really want to try that because I want to see what happens when you throw it more than 30 or 60 feet, whatever the range on it is from the
Yeah, right.
caster.
I think it comes back to me. So it's more like a boomerang.
yeah.
I prefer to imagine that the caster goes flying with it.
Yes.
Out of range.
Oh, man.
Also, Bob is apparently not destroyed yet, so he's
Somehow.
more than capable of transporting or assisting someone and rig some sort of system like a backpack.
I'm gonna look over at August and be like, "Can we keep him?"
Right? Her?
This one?
Her?
Right, though?
Whatever, we have gold for it.
Yeah. Even August is beginning to see the usefulness.
Right.
I love it.
Hey, he owes her because
It's true.
she's like been carrying him on her magic disc.
It's true. All right, so it is an important question we must answer. On the one hand, time is of the essence. We should pursue the wizards as quickly as possible, and I believe Lunara will be expecting us. On the other hand, we have several severely weakened friends, and I think nothing but a good night's sleep is going to help that. So, what do we think?
We're not going to sleep here, right?
Well, that would be our only option, so that brings up another good point that not exactly conducive to cozy nice sleep.
Oh, well, per my contract, I'm more than capable of providing nigh invulnerable magical shelter.
That's something. I'm telling you.
It's mostly invulnerable, not from the bottom.
Oh. So far, nothing has burrowed up through the ground, so I think we're okay.
It's important to cite the flaws of. I don't want to make any promises. I can't.
Well, it seems to me that despite the myriad skills and offerings of our newfound best friend Fala, we should probably lick our wounds and continue on. We don't want the wizards to get away, and they will know soon that we have defeated their little pets.
Far as we know, they're watching us right now.
Exactly.
It's not great.
It's not great. I don't disagree with you. Cool story, everyone. So...
Well, I'm more than willing to continue on. But where do we go?
Well, we were told to meet... Yes, exactly, San. We were told to meet at the tower, so we should probably head upwards. We were told to herd them, I know, but we don't know where they are.
Okay. Maybe we'll run into them and we can have a party. We can talk. It'll be fine.
It's going to be
But
great.
I am concerned.
Tell me.
August doesn't look good. I don't feel great. Shin doesn't feel great.
I mean, I'm
The
fine.
rest of you appear to be fine.
Spirit Bob is doing great, really.
Bob.
Zombie Bob is surprisingly fine.
Yeah, right? Damn!
For what it's worth, those of you who did get hit by the strength drain attack, you feel the effects slightly diminishing, very slightly, but it is diminishing perceptibly. You get the sense that you wouldn't need a whole night's sleep. You would probably only need an hour or so.
Even so, we've already
Yeah,
given
but I
them an
need
hour.
all my hit points and shit.
Also that. We also have already given them an hour's head start from the last time we completed a little skirmish. I don't know. I'm not the one to make the decision, as I am fine.
I feel like the next time that we do something, we should maybe consider like bringing some potions with us. I feel like this keeps happening.
Zan really almost says something and sort of glances surreptitiously around the party and then decides to hold
Don't
her
I
tongue.
have one? I was about to say, don't I have one?
Oh, that's actually not what Zan was thinking, but probably.
I thought I had one.
Yeah, you got one off of the.
One basic pitch, right?
Yeah, one.
Well.
2. Yeah, whatever.
Do I notice that Zan looked like she was about to say something?
I can roll a deception if you like.
Yeah, roll a perception versus, roll an insight versus deception.
Okay.
Godspeed. Here we go.
Oh no.
It was a 9.
All
I
right.
got a 15.
You do notice some side eye.
Some side eye that may or may not have a little bit been directed in the direction of our departed companion, who purports to be a cleric but has yet to heal anyone.
Got it. But Sin takes that as, oh, she must be knowing what I have in my pack. So I'll pull out the regular healing potion that I have, and I'll give it to August. Your Excellency.
No, you drink that. It's yours.
Son.
But I don't look near as pathetic as she does. So
He.
Right, but you know,
I'm only down 7. It's okay.
I don't know what that means.
She's delirious.
She's so weak.
You know what? It's fine. You are your own person. You can do what you want.
I'll give it to August. Oh God. I feel like August got hurt more than me.
Are you two okay?
Totally did. I'm just. Son is.
She'll get over it.
Maybe.
This is really awkward again. Is this normal? Like, is this the dynamic?
Oh, you don't know the half of it, Farah. You don't know the
All
half
right,
of it.
I just trying to get the feel for the workplace environment.
But you could join us, and you
Not
could
the
find
healthiest, I gotta tell you, but we do what we can.
Whenever you choose to, August, you can drink that for 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Once Their Excellency has consumed the potion, shall we continue on the upward journey and keep an eye out for signs of our wizard friends, traitors, bastards?
I'm still not even up to half.
Oh, girl.
Oh no.
Ay, my love.
Well, if
boy.
you stay close to me, and we can put Bob on the other side, and I can do my best to guard you.
All right.
Do you have any other ways of protecting yourself? Like, do you use a shield?
I was going to say, I'll give you my shield if you don't have one, but I don't know if you have one.
I don't think that I.
Oh my god, take my
Did I
shield.
take one? So I'm just like sitting on this disc with a shield.
Yes, absolutely.
100,000%. Loving this visual.
I know.
And Son, this is the first time you realize that Tensor's floating disc is exclusively cast to pull August around.
What is that?
Oh yes. Oh,
That's
very
my shield.
Oh,
It's my shield.
I love it.
It's actually the Moonshade Isles Regional Guide.
Oh. Oh, for, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, wait, let me make sure I take my shield off, so that'll up your AC by 2.
Mhm.
And I will take it off of mine. Where is it? Here we go. Okay.
Well, it's not that I've been getting hit. It's that I used my
Life transfer.
No, I know,
life
but we need
transference,
to...
like twice.
It's
So.
true. But still, whatever life you have left, we might need for life transference again, so let's make sure you don't get hit.
Right, thanks. I'm just a walking IV, basically.
I love it.
Alex,
What?
I'd like to use balance to restore 2 key hit points for today.
Yeah, 2 key points, sure.
So that's 1 use.
Yeah, that's your use.
That's my use. Sorry, that's my use.
Yes, yeah. All right, so what's the move?
Upwards, and keep an eye and an ear out for signs of the other 2.
Mhm.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, going up, I'm gonna take the lead.
I'm gonna take the lead. Okay.
Then I'll be right behind her.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so San and Sin at the front. Who's going to be in the middle and who's going to be in the back?
I believe Bob's going to be in the back.
Yeah.
Because
Bob
of
will be in the back.
downwind nature.
Right.
Well, so when you say Bob, is it like Spirit Bob and Body Bob combined to form just Bob? Is
Oh,
that what's going on here?
That's delightful.
Oh.
I've never even seen this before. Yes, I think that's absolutely
Sure.
how that.
Absolutely.
I'm interested if you are.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bob's got a pretty fast fly speed, so he can handle being a little further back, so that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Bob in the back, San and Sin in the front. I'm assuming that August is in the middle.
Yes, I believe August is going to have to be in the middle because
Sure.
he'll have to be right behind me.
Okay. Then Bob and Zan will take up the back. All right. So fortunately for you, though this does appear to be an evil wizard lair, it is also a church that was designed to get people where they want to go. And so pretty much either of the right or left-hand door or the back door that the ghouls burst in through. All of those hallways basically lead to like this sort of front vestibule, which looks like at one point it would have been quite impressive, but by this point, I think that probably Farah and San would know that you're basically right on the border between Precinct 5 and Precinct 6. Precinct 6 is kind of lawless, and so it would not be uncommon for the Orzhov to abandon a bank here. They would take all their money, take all the information stored there, leave the bodies because typically no one messes with those, and just sort of leave the structure magically warded.
Mm-hmm.
But so this place has very clearly been abandoned at some point, but this does look like it was pretty lavish at one point. There's a sort of there's a water feature in the center with sort of like this lion that you imagine would have been a fountain coming out of its mouth at some point, but in there is all like mucky and moldy and dry algae and whatever forms in the bottom of a still not used fountain anymore. There are a couple of like desks. You imagine this is where money lending probably occurred. There are doors behind the desks that seem very secure. And in this vestibule, there are a set of 2 staircases on both sides of that door to the sanctuary that go up.
All right. Sin and San, I believe you're leading the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which one?
So we're trying to pick which door.
Yeah.
Leave left or right is the option.
I'll flip a coin.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. One through 3 is left. 4 for 6. All right, right.
Yay!
Right. Okay. So you head up the stairs, and you find another door. It's unlocked. You're just gonna go on through?
I'm gonna put my ear up to the door and listen.
Okay. For a brief instant, you hear nothing. But immediately after you put your face on the door, I'm going to need you to make a shit, why didn't I write the type of save? I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
Oh, you're not actually
Not even.
You're not the worst. If it's a glyph of warding, it's a dexterity save.
Yeah.
It's a stored spell.
Oh, okay.
Then it's...
Can you make an intelligence saving throw for
Oh
me?
no!
Oh, those are tough.
This is bad. Okay.
Yes, probably, yes.
15?
All right, that ain't nothing.
Good.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You get like this instant sort of fuzzy feeling in your head,
Oh no.
and something just doesn't seem right.
Uh-huh.
And you get that sense that you feel like if someone was like following you or watching you from behind, like that sort of like just sixth sense along the back of your neck. And you turn around and you see 5 people who you
Excuse me?
Oh,
4 people, I apologize. 4 people who you inexplicably feel like want to kill you and are your enemies.
Oh no.
yes, yes.
You have been hit
Yeah.
by
This was
enemies.
not the spell I thought it was going to be.
You have been hit by enemies abound.
Pound.
You believe that every creature that you can see
Yep.
is your mortal enemy. You cannot distinguish friend from foe.
Oh, good.
I will leave you, Emma, in charge of San to tell us how that plays out.
Oh no.
Cool.
So I'm not necessarily scared of them. I just feel like they want to kill me.
Yes.
Shit. Okay. All
Not
right.
in
Shit.
a frightened condition.
I'm assuming the first person that I turn around and see is my sister.
Your sister. Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
I'm gonna immediately elbow her right in the face.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Would this be a deflect missile thing?
No,
Elbow is not a missile.
Yeah. Powerful though she is, San's elbow is not a missile.
I got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's my armor class.
All right, you hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
So is this normal?
Actually, no.
Okay.
5 bludgeoning.
Shit.
All right.
Cool.
As I'm saying it, I'm gonna also look over my shoulder at everybody else. Oh man. And she's probably not gonna say anything, but she's gonna look at everybody and have a look of sort of like a flash of panic, and then just steeling herself that she has to do this.
All right. So you all see that San has just elbowed her sister in the face,
What the hell?
taken a very defensive stance, and as she seems to prepare to strike, her quarterstaff shows up in her hand.
Oh dear.
Oh, good. Oh.
And then what the fuck? What was that for?
So, initiative, or we just?
Do I get the sense that she's being controlled? Do I even understand what's happened?
I mean, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check if you want to determine if she's magically controlled. But your sisters, so you know whatever is happening, it's fucking weird.
Right.
I am gonna make that check as well, if that's all right.
Sure. And I would say, Sin, you can definitely roll this with advantage, because, like...
Whoops.
It's a little bit better.
Oh, all right.
18.
Mine's a non-natural 20.
Yeah, you both can tell, like, her eyes are sort of like although her like eyebrows are like her facial features are intense, like her eyes themselves just seem like it's like 1,000-yard stare, pretty much.
Right.
There.
Ugh. Okay, San is going to sigh and say, "Damn it, San, we need to be more careful." And then she's going to take out the Vengeance of the Orzhov. The pommel is going to glow, and Zan's going to cast Dispel Magic.
Good move.
I'm sorry, this just froze for me. What did you say?
Oh no, Zan cast Dispel Magic on...
Dispel magic,
yeah.
sure. All right, go right ahead.
So if it's 3rd level or lower, the spell, it goes away. If it's higher, I'll make a roll.
It goes away.
Okay.
And it's bad as a 3rd level spell.
All right.
So, San, you instantly return to your senses, and you get like the... Actually, no, you would be entirely aware of what just happened. You got mind controlled, and you hit your sister in the face.
Feeling better, San?
I'm gonna like hold my sister's face. I'm so sorry.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
It was the door.
Oh. Ow. It was not the door didn't hit me. You hit me.
No, but I mean, there was all I did was try to listen to the other side of the door, and my head went weird, and I wasn't here. I was a million miles away.
Well, it's not the worst you've done to me. Nobody touched that door.
What? I could summon a spirit to go open it, or we could just have Bob do it.
What happened?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
21.
Hey, so.
You in the little flash of magic that you did witness, you would know this is a glyph of warding. It has been spent.
Oh, okay. The trap should be gone. It activated in order to affect you, and so the door should be free to open now, but there might be more of these things. Clergy tend to throw them around.
Anyone here very good at finding those things?
Oh, no.
No,
not at all.
absolutely not.
I mean, I'm okay with it, but
I mean, maybe if I'm like very carefully looking in a specific location, but not just kind of randomly walking around.
Yeah, no, not me for sure.
Well, do we want to just open the door?
I can try.
Yes, I think we're probably safe now, right, Farah?
Yes, and if we are concerned about it, I could just have Bob open all of our doors for us.
Yeah, let's have Bob open the door.
What happens if he gets hit with it?
Nothing in that specific case. Or worst case scenario, I can just kill him. I mean, it's not like he's a horribly valued resource, and you know, I do get reimbursed, but I don't think he counts since he is reimbursement. I don't know. I didn't go into that level of detail.
I could also say in Spirit Bob, it's a little bit harder to hurt him than it is to hit Body Bob.
I think that's an excellent suggestion.
Yeah, go on, Spirit
All right.
Bob.
Spirit Bob flies up to the door,
Yes, thank you, Spirit Bob.
pushes it open,
Stop.
and you see this room has been pretty much recently emptied. There are sort of papers strewn around, like tables that have just looked like they've just like just all the stuff just swept off with the arm. The important stuff grabbed. This was very clearly a workstation for somebody at some point, and towards the back wall, you see a ladder that very reasonably you could believe that leads to the bell tower. Two things happen as you enter the room. You start to hear something going on outside. You hear indistinct voices kind of shouting at each other. And very distressingly, you hear this large, like, it's almost like a thunder crack, but it's a lot lower. It's sort of like this boom that is right in. Yeah, right.
Hard save.
I'm so sorry. There's chili powder on my cord.
Oh no! No, it's all good. No, it's fine. Oh, no, you totally did.
Sorry.
But basically, you hear this loud boom, and there's a flash of green light that you see coming through a sort of side window. And so there's very clearly something going on up in the bell tower. But also, as this occurs, you see two sort of apparitions, these vague, translucent creatures float up from underneath the floor.
For God's sake, more undead, please, no.
See, things do burrow up. It is a concern.
And
Point taken.
And standing in front of the ladder is what looks like an Orzhov knight, but all of its armor is like dilapidated. The sword is kind of rusted. So that's what's going on in this room.
Well, so we're hearing combat coming from the bell tower, it sounds like.
Combat's coming from the bell tower.
Which is where we were meant to meet Lunara.
Yes.
We should go to the bell tower very quickly.
Or we could quit. You know, could live a
Look.
life of crime elsewhere.
You had an opportunity back there. Everybody turned it down.
I don't like contracts, even though we're working on a contract.
We're literally. It's okay. You know what? It's fine. I just punched you. I can't say anything right now.
Yes, I have a free pass for a week. You know this.
We should.
Okay.
So the ghosts are now going to.
Oh, yeah.
worship.
Yes. I think we need to.
We should go. We should go upstairs. We should leave.
All right.
We were
We're
running.
just like back there arguing.
So now we can roll initiative, but the ghosts have moved up and they are within.
Shit.
Get
Of course
range.
they are.
Oh yes, certainly.
They're within one movement
Absolutely.
range now.
Oh, that's better.
That's not bad. I'll take it.
All right. What are our numbers?
That would be a 20 for Sonar.
All right. Anyone else? Stephen, 10 again?
9.
9. Okay.
Is a 17 for Zan.
Son
15.
and August.
Also 15.
All right. Let me get back to where I rolled those other numbers.
Hmm. Spell slots. How do I get myself some more of those?
All
The
right.
eternal question, isn't
Sacrificing
it?
somebody.
Who are you talking to? Warlock over here.
Oh yes,
All
I suppose
right.
I shouldn't complain.
So, Sin, you are up. This room is probably about like 50 feet long or so, and you're at the door.
This room is 50 feet long, and we're
Yes.
trying to get through this, correct?
I mean, yeah, if you can get past the ghosts and the white.
Oh, I forgot about the white. Oh,
Armored.
fire.
Person, it'll be fine.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna go up and hit a ghost then.
All right.
Go
No,
punch
you
her.
go punch the
Sentences.
ghost.
Oh man.
I
Go
mean,
punch the ghost. It's your destiny.
Mhm.
do I have the option of just running through the room?
There's nothing stopping you.
Is that what we're wanting to do? Is
I
run
mean-
through the room?
It was
I'm-
6 seconds, my love.
Yep. I'm going to run through the room.
All right. What's your speed?
A
45
million.
feet.
45 feet. All right. So that'll pretty much get you to within 5 feet of the ladder. The white is standing right in front of the ladder.
Yeah.
So you would need to get past the white somehow in order to ascend to the bell tower.
Then I will hit the white and wait,
All right.
just so I'm not getting too far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. Gonna pull balance out for this baby. 14.
14, that... I'm sorry, I'm not even on the right... that does it.
Cool. And that is... Shit. That is a thing. It is a thing. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And I'll spin and do it again
All right.
for even more. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Try to hit. Yeah, that does hit.
And that's another 6 points of damage.
All right.
And key point, flurry blows. I'm gonna beat him.
Go right ahead.
We do not have time for this. Just kill the thing. Punch all of the times.
Punch.
That would be 23 to hit.
All right, that's a hit.
Get it. Sin.
Monks.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Get it.
All
Sin.
right.
And with the elbow coming in for 22 to hit
That's another hit.
with 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, making progress. Look at you. There's real nice, satisfying clangs. bangs as you're in some spots you're straight up punching through the steel armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
Hit it.
real well here. And that is your turn. The first ghost is going to go, and as the first person, actually no, this one's going to basically charge the rest of you, and it is going to use its horrifying visage.
No.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I'm going to need everybody to make a whiz save.
San is young and beautiful.
No, I probably
Me as well.
fail.
No, not you, Sid, but all the four of you.
No. It looks like both Bob and I fail.
Oh no! Oh
Okay.
right, I guess I should make one for Spirit Bob.
Is this a charm?
Or wouldn't that be
No,
nice?
this
But
is
no.
fright.
Okay,
Yeah, this is a fright spell. There's no charm involved here.
Mhm.
gotcha.
I
And
got
you
an
add your
18.
18.
All right, you
okay.
save. August.
natural 20.
Yeah.
All right, you save.
So that's like 29.
Yeah. Ben, what do you got?
Zan has a 15 and Spirit Bob has a 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
not great.
Spirit Bob and Body Bob, correct me if I'm wrong, but are immune to fright.
don't
Actually,
think so,
Spirit
no.
Bob is not.
All right, so
Yeah.
Spirit Bob is frightened.
And I think
Yeah.
probably because Body Bob can be turned, so I assume he's not immune to fear.
Yes, he's immune to poison, but
Right.
other than
Okay,
that, nothing. So.
Body Bob is also frightened.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Farah, you are frightened, and can you roll a d4 for me?
Oh
Sure.
no.
this
Farah,
is
my
big.
darling.
Four is four.
Oh my god!
It's
Okay.
like it's a very high number, and I like high numbers.
So this ghost basically just sort of flies at you, screaming this unnatural, shrill sound. It opens its mouth and like eyes start spilling out of its mouth.
Oh.
And it's quite disgusting. And the magical fear seeps into your body as you're unable to resist, and you're aged by 40 years.
Holy shit. What race are you, Farah? I don't remember now.
Oh,
You're little.
that just accelerates the Lich timeline.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
no, see?
Right.
So how old are you now, Farah?
Oh, I believe that would put me into my 50s.
Oh, shit.
So that's great.
Oh, shit.
All right, so you see Farah age right in front of you. What do you look like now, Farah?
My god.
Well, it's probably hard to tell like the actual literal difference because I don't have any hair, but you know, it's deeper. I'm trying to find my specific age.
As
if
we
I wrote it
learned
down.
from the series finale of the Dungeon Rats, age is
Yeah.
determined in D&D by your beard length,
Yeah, so
regardless of your race or gender.
so she maybe grows some hair. I don't know exactly how that's going to work.
Yeah, all right.
Very inconvenient though. Whatever happens, she's very upset about this.
Yeah, so you're 50 something years old now.
Hmm. Yes, I'm
Oh.
50. I'm exactly 50 years old. I was 46 before this nonsense happened. So I will
So
change.
you're 40.
I was 46
No,
before
you're
this happened.
You're aged by 40 years.
40 years. So now I'm
That's true.
86. Okay.
Holy shit.
I'm 86. So
Okay.
yes, so like stooped and probably like a little like I look like an older woman. Like a probably pretty still decently good shape. Like you know
Yeah,
like an older person that works the docks.
Yeah.
But old.
Okay, yes.
That's not fantastic. No.
We've accelerated the Lich timeline too much.
Oh no, that's well, my significant other is a Lich, so I do have a connection. But I'm going to have to go have a long conversation. Maybe more
All
conversation.
right. So Zan, it is now your turn.
Okay. Zan's annoyed about these ghosts. How many of them are there that have now flown in creepily towards us?
2 ghosts. One is pretty much within like 10 feet of you.
Ugh, I didn't want to
It's
do
about,
this.
it's about 10 feet in front of you. It didn't get into anyone's melee range.
Alright.
And another is probably about 30 feet from you, 20 or 30 feet. And then there's the white that is like 50 or 60 feet back.
Right. Sin, you got that one.
Oh,
That wasn't really an answer.
you're asking me if I can take care of the one that's by me?
Yes.
I feel like it would be like.
That's exactly what you said, though. I love it. Okay, good enough for me. So I will, for reasons, because I don't feel like the necrotic energy is going to do a ton to this one, but I am still going to hex this ghost for reasons.
All right, sure thing.
And then I'm going to take a few swings with the Vengeance of the Orzhov at it.
Go ahead.
She's not happy. That is a 19 and a 12, I think. Ooh.
One of those hits.
Okay. Which one?
The 12.
Good. Yes. Very quick. I like it. Should I bother rolling the necrotic damage?
No.
Okay, great. I didn't think so.
I'll tell you, no.
Yeah, that's fine. There are reasons that I did it anyway. Oh, for heaven's sake, rolled a 1 on my damage. This is 7.
Oh, no.
7 slashing. It's okay. And then I'm going to... So, seeing my hex not deal any additional necrotic damage to this creature, I'm going to... And knowing that Spirit Bob is terrified of it anyway, I'm going to tell Spirit Bob to go up and protect Lunara. So Spirit Bob is just going to fly straight up 100 feet through anything he needs to fly through.
Can Spirit Bob fly through objects?
Yes.
Go incorporeal?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, 100 feet definitely gets it without out of range of the ghost. So
Great.
it's your ends. It is up there somewhere.
Great. So if that becomes relevant, and it'll keep going until it gets to the top and finds Lunara, and if she's not there, he'll come back down.
The roof is not 100 feet up. So Spirit Bob is up there.
Oh, okay, great.
Spirit Bob is up there.
Hellfire. Is it daylight?
No, it's by this point you came in when it's like just
that's right.
getting
That's right.
dusk. By now it is early nighttime, and it is raining as well.
Great. So you can run that however you want to run that, but Spirit Bob is going to help Lunara fight whatever she's fighting if that's what's happening up there.
Got you. Yes, that is exactly what is happening.
Great. So you run that however you want, but that's what I have ordered Spirit Bob to do. A Spirit Bob.
All right. August, you're up.
Really?
All of us right now we're like, no.
I don't wanna.
I need a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl.
What am I supposed to do?
just sacred flame him and hide behind your shield.
I fucking guess. All right, that's as good as anything else because I'm running low. All right,
All right.
ghosts.
Next save.
Yes.
I rolled a 20, so it does save.
Motherfucker. Wait.
Mother of God.
Wait. No, wait. That only applies to my friends. Never mind.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, but I can do something with that.
Oh, that's only for when your friends take critical hits.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, so it would not affect this.
Okay.
So yeah, you draw out the sacred flame, and the ghost is incorporeal, flying, and dexterous. So it does manage to avoid the column of light.
All right. Look.
Well,
Feels like cheating.
I'm doing what I can.
That's right.
Right?
That's
I have
right.
like nothing left at the
That's
moment.
right. Huh?
Son?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
No, it is all good.
Okay, so are either of the two ghosts within melee range of me?
No, but they're like 10 feet. Well, one is 10 feet away, one is like 25 feet away. So they're both easily.
I'm not gonna hit them. I'm gonna run.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, then yeah, sure. You would have to spend additional movement to go around them, and it's a 50-foot run.
Okay.
So you would have to dash to get into melee range of the white. Or you could run straight through and take opportunity attacks, but you would be taking opportunity attacks from.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. If I was gonna end up taking.
You would take opportunity attacks from each of the two ghosts as they occupy the center of the room.
Got it.
Did
Okay.
she step of the wind and disengage from both of them?
Yes, but she would need to use her action to get with. Oh wait, no. If she used step of the wind, yes, she could pass right through them.
Yep.
I could pass through both of them?
Yeah, because you disengage.
Oh, okay. Then that's exactly what I'm gonna do then. And I
All right,
I have
sure thing.
45-foot movement.
All right.
And so so if I get to the 45 feet, can I hit? Am I within striking distance of
You're
him?
within striking distance of the white.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I want. I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna take balance, and I'm gonna go for a hit, but I'm gonna spend a key point for it to be a stunning strike.
Mm-hmm. Sure, go ahead.
Maybe, so that's a con saving throw, DC 13.
Gotcha.
You have to hit it first, though.
It's a 16 plus stuff to hit.
All right.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit for sure. And what's that? A DC 13 con save?
Yes.
It does pass. So it is not stunned. But what's your damage on that?
9 bludgeoning.
9. All right. And you have an extra attack, so you can go one more time.
That's a natural 20.
All right, go ahead.
How do you do critical damage?
Double dice.
Roll twice and add your modifier once, I guess.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Sorry. 14 bludgeoning.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
Oh, okay. I am going to
Parkour.
take balance first and go for like his right in his abdomen,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to like fancily whip it around my back and go for his head.
Mhm. Sure. Yeah. And you're at this point between your own very impressive physical prowess and Sin's help, you're punching straight through like steel plate with this. So you're doing some real hard damage here, and the thing basically just collapses. Whether or not it's undead, whether the magic is holding, its body cannot physically maintain fighting capabilities.
We broke it.
All right, so ghost number 2 is up, and Zan, can you make me a wisdom saving throw as ghost number 2 approaches you?
No. Oh, that's all right. 17.
All right, the ghost does fail as it attempts to possess you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would have been.
Isn't that
terrible.
a charisma save?
Oh shit, you're right, it is
Oh
charisma.
god, I would have been. It's fine. I passed it anyway. I just would have been
Yeah.
significantly less nervous about it.
No,
Oh.
I apologize.
No, it's
You're
okay.
100% right, because
It's-
it's different stage for the horrifying visage, and yeah, you're right. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Either way, you save.
Right.
So yeah, the ghost basically tries to like just float straight into you, and like there's a weird set like you basically like mesh together, like you both hit and you occupy the same area, and like it's like trying to like get through like imagine if like a creature made of jello was trying to like force its way into your physical space.
Ew.
It managed to get through, but it's a very unpleasant sensation.
Ew.
And that's the ghost turn. Farah, you are up.
All right. So the ghost that flew up and tried to possess him, that's not the one that I'm frightened of.
No.
All right. Well, I am then going
Yeah.
to...
Yeah, that's not the one.
Not the one. So the one that I am frightened of, though, is between me and the stairs and the big metal thing.
Yes.
So Drusilla will aid me as I attempt to shocking grasp the one that is attacking Zan.
Okay.
Get it.
I will get a 25 to hit it.
All right, that's definitely a hit.
So it'll take 3 lightning damage,
Three
but it
lightning
can't take
damage.
reactions in case that's at all
yeah.
important for you,
That
Zan.
is good. All
Just in
right.
case. And then Bob will attack it too.
Sure.
But it's 11, so whatever, Bob.
11, so that does not hit. And for what it's worth, the lightning like hits the ghost, but it doesn't really travel throughout its system. So
Absolutely.
there's some contact there,
All right.
Something.
but there's not. It's not like if you got a person.
It's more
It's
than
not
0.
great.
More than 0.
It's
Just,
not
just
wonderful.
barely,
though.
but more than 0.
Yes. So that's it for me. Do I get a save against the frightened at the end of my turn, or is it just?
Ooh, let me
Like
double
a-
check that.
like an existence that I'm just going to have for the
Yeah, right.
rest of my short life.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point, I feel like you're in emotional turmoil anyway.
Shit.
Oh.
Well, as a Golgari, I don't fear death. Like that is one of my
Sure.
personality traits. Like it's not that big of a deal, but it is concerning because
Right.
I had things to do.
Yeah, you can roll a save at the end of your turn.
All right, I get an 8 though, so that's
Oh, for
no.
heaven's
Oh, damn
sake.
it.
Right?
You,
So never mind. It's
your main-
super scary.
And oh,
I deal with rotting things. This is out of not my field.
all right, Sin, it is your go.
All right, so the white is dead,
The white is dead.
taken down by my awesome sister.
Mhm.
Okay, and so we have 2 more ghosts. That's what's the thing?
There's 2 ghosts behind you.
Okay. And one is on Xanafia, and the other one is on.
One is in melee range of Xanafia. One is in melee range of. No, both are in melee range. Farah and Xanafia are in melee range of one ghost.
Okay.
And there's another that is about 10 feet away from everyone else, back behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to the one that's by Zan?
No. Well.
45 feet?
45? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Yes.
Okay. Then I will go and attack that one.
All right, you dash on back. Not like dash action, but you know.
I got you.
You rapidly move on back.
There it is.
All right, and I will pull balance from the thin air again and strike down at the ghost.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
23 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's a 8 points of damage. Spin around.
Okay.
Smack it again for a 19.
That's a hit.
That's a 10 points of damage.
All right.
And I will screw it. Spend. You can't stun a ghost, can you?
You can attempt to.
I think I'll just spend the key point to flurry of blows it and just try to punch it and see if
Sure.
I can do anything.
Go right ahead.
I'm probably just gonna pass through it, but
Mhm.
well, the first one's definitely a miss. It's a 9,
That is definitely a miss. You're right.
and it's a little bit better, 15.
15. That does hit. Yeah.
So that is a 9 points of bludgeoning,
Nice.
All right.
and that's my turn. Pop, pop,
All right.
pow.
So this so imagine like sticking your hand into like a fast moving vortex of air.
Ooh.
That's kind of what it feels like hitting this ghost. Like you're making contact with something, but also it feels like you're just not hitting anything. It's a very unusual sensation. It's very cold. Like your punches, like your hand comes out like you gotta. Yeah, that's exactly where you're.
Like holding him under my armpits until the next turn.
All right.
Who? What?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, because I have the other thing upstairs that I'm taking notes on as well.
Oh, yes, okay.
All right. So the ghost that used frightening visage
Mm-hmm.
is going to fly at San.
Oh.
And can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ah,
That's
shit.
great.
But we're so charismatic.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
oh no.
It's gonna be okay. But I
Oh.
did roll a 1.
It's never going to be okay again.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So the ghost flies at you, and unprepared to erect a magical defense to it mentally, you're possessed. And again, I will leave it up to you in terms of what that means. But the ghost inside you that is piloting your body is hostile to everyone around you.
Oh no.
So odd question. I'm frightened of the ghost. Am I now frightened of her, or am I not frightened of anything that I can see?
So you can't see the ghost.
Right.
Yes, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're good now. You are not frightened anymore. But everyone saw what happened.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Flew into Sun, and now she looks real angry.
Oh yes. Oh,
And
yes.
you already have seen that this seems to be a thing with these people.
I swear to God, if I have to use those bands on San.
All right. So given that, Zan, it is your turn. You're within melee range of a ghost and about... San, you haven't moved. So you're about 30 feet away from a possessed Sun.
Oh dear.
What's the move?
All right, well, I can't deal with that right now, so I'm going to go after the ghost that is in front of me, because that is the problem that my sword can fix.
All right. Go right ahead.
All right, that is a 26 and a 22.
Both hit.
Hey, that's better. 15 plus 12 is 27 points of slashing damage.
All right. You get the kill. How do you cut a ghost?
That is such a good question. So I think once I just slash through the ghost, but the second time Zan sort of stabs with the sword and sort of swirls it around and collects the ghost like cotton candy
Love
and then
it.
blows it off.
I thought you were gonna say and eats it.
I love your style. I just want to throw that right out there. You seem like you've been dealing with ghosts your whole life. Awful.
Yeah. He's
What
bigger.
is not to rain on the parade?
No, it's okay.
Zan, do you have any sort of like connection to Spirit Bob? Like, is there an awareness between you two?
That's a good question. Let me double check. I don't think so, because I think I have to speak to command the specter. So I gave him the roll for the which has its own turns. Blah blah blah. Gain temporary hit points. Roll initiative. Obeys my verbal commands. Remains
Okay.
into service. Yeah. So no, not really.
Okay, then you have no idea what's happening upstairs.
Correct.
But at this point, you're hearing spells are flying everywhere. Like, there's serious shit going on upstairs.
Sure.
All right, that was Zan. August, you're up. The only thing standing between you and the ladder is one angry-looking Sun.
God. Well, I'm not gonna attack her.
We might have to.
I'm trying to find something that can help,
Right.
but I only have bestow curse, not
Oh.
get rid of curse.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, for sure.
Not gonna
Is that
curse yet.
Zan first?
Nope, I got nothing. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold my turn.
All right, what action are you holding?
So I don't know. I can't even come up with my action now. I don't know what I want to hold. I will hold any attack.
Do you want to hold Sacred Flame in case the ghost gets forced out?
Sure,
Okay.
that sounds good.
All right, we are holding Sacred Flame until the ghost gets out.
Oh, crap.
San, it is your turn.
Okay, so San's gonna kind of look out toward. I'm trying to think of who the closest to me might be, or who the my eyesight might be, and I would guess actually it might be Than, since she just destroyed.
I think so.
Yeah.
I am going to yeah, I'm gonna run up over to her,
Come on.
assuming I can get to her. I've got 45 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my quarterstaff and try to hit her in the face.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, that's a 24 to hit.
That'll do.
R.I.P.
Oh, thank God. Okay, for
That's
6
fine. Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
No problem.
But I'm immediately gonna like whip around and try and
Yeah,
go
you
for
are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think I'm gonna excuse me, miss with a 12.
A 12 does miss.
Okay.
Woo!
And I'm assuming that since I'm possessed, I'm functioning as San. So
Yes, you have all of your abilities.
Okay.
You're
Then
fighting peak performance.
I'm gonna spend a key point to disengage and move back.
Okay, sure.
Just a bit away from everyone.
All right, you disengage and move back more towards the center of the room. Farah, it is your turn, and you're probably about 10 feet from.
All right. Well, I'm going to grab her. I'm going to move over to San and try to grapple her. In fact, Bob's going to come up behind me, and we're both just gonna dogpile this. So Bob's going to assist me, help me.
Sure.
In my attempt to grapple.
Emma, you can roll an acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics
Yes,
or athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Assume your acro is better than your athletics.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But not great enough, I don't think. I only got a 10.
I have an 18, so
Yeah.
grab.
All right. Yes, you are grappled right now. Your speed is 0. All right. Farah, do you have a bonus action or a movement you would like?
Both the bonus action was commanding Bob, so.
Sure.
And
yeah.
I had to move over to get her, so I'm done.
Okay, yeah. All right. Sin, you're up. Your sister, once again, is going around hitting people.
I'm gonna run up to her and go, payback's a bitch, and I'm going
Oh, you are the worst!
What? Wait, what?
I'm gonna wrap her in the head
You're the
with the quarterstaff to try and see if I can get her a little bit feeling more like herself.
All right, go right ahead.
Get her to feel like herself unconscious.
Right.
Well, I probably miss. Yeah, I miss. I know her
It's
AC.
for the
I'm
best.
gonna try and do it again.
All right.
No, I miss again. I really don't want to hit you.
I'm like kind of moving her out of way. Like
Wait,
I was thinking rope or something.
Wait, do I have advantage?
No.
Oh no, I don't have a restraint yet.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
I miss both times.
All right. Any bonus action?
Oh, I get one punch for free, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a free bonus action. Yeah.
That hits. 19.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
5 points.
All right.
I don't know how this works, so I think I ended up giving her 1 point less than what she gave me.
I think so, yeah.
You want to stun her?
Right.
Can I stun her?
Sure. Nothing stopping
Well,
you.
we'll find out.
I will. So, Emma, make a DC. Oh God. Con 13. You know it. You have it.
I fail.
Right.
Done.
Zan is stunned for the time being. Zan, you're up.
Zan is going to very angrily reach into her pouch and pull out that little ball of all of those iron bands. And she's just going to look at it. And she's going to look at San. And she's going to say, "Don't make me use these." And Zan has no interest in wasting it, so she's not going to hold an action because she is going to want to use, if she wants to throw it at her, she's going to want to use her bonus action to hex Zan's strength. So she's not going to hold her action. She's just going to threateningly heft it and see what the ghost does.
Got you. All right. August, you're up.
Well, August has been dragged forward right into the middle of all of this.
Oh my God, that's right.
On the floating disc. FYI, you're like right up in this.
You up in this booth.
Sorry, it just
All right.
Oh my God,
Well,
so funny.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to sacred flame her because.
Ah!
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, absolutely.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah. That's
I can
very
bring you back to
August.
life.
Right, exactly.
You're in violation of your contract.
Oh God.
A wisdom saving throw or dex?
Dex.
Okay.
To be fair, I thought that whacking her would have helped get it out. So
Sure did not, but I bet you enjoyed it anyway.
I got a 16.
a little bit.
You pass.
Oh no.
All right, so no damage from that. Son, it is your turn.
Again.
Whose turn?
Son.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, you're stunned until the end of your turn, aren't you?
right. So I can't.
Yeah.
It's the end of my turn.
Oh, the end of your turn. That is right.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
you can't do anything.
Okay.
Don't suppose the ghost gets frustrated and leaves her.
That ghost isn't quite up in the initiative just yet.
Damn it!
Ferrari, it's your go.
All right.
I will attempt to grappling pin and give us both the restraint condition.
Yes.
All right.
But I only get a 13 on my athletics check, but she's also
She's
stunned.
Right, I don't think she
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I don't think she can resist. So I just have her restrained now.
All right. Sin.
Me?
Your attacks would now have advantage because she is restrained.
I don't want to like. Oh man, I don't want to kill her.
And
Do I get the sense? Do I get the sense that I have to bring her to unconscious to get this thing out of her?
Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, thanks. I was like, can I just?
Yeah.
I really don't want to beat the living daylights out of her. One hit is one thing, but like, hold on. Arcana, 18.
Yeah, you would generally know you probably have to incapacitate them in some way. Or magically pull it out.
Oh, dear.
Magically pull it out.
I hate you.
just
No
not
regrets. I'm just gonna be like, I thought that would work better. I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna hit her in the head again.
All right, roll with advantage.
20, dirty 20.
All right, that's a hit.
And 19. So
All right.
that's oh wow, I just rolled max. This is gonna be so bad. I'm literally killing her. 13 points of bludgeoning damage on the first one.
I'm not sure I want to be party to this.
And 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the second one.
Yikes. Boy, howdy.
You still up?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
How
But I'm-
bad?
Huh?
Oh, this sounds like such a terrible thing. I don't want to be hitting her.
I mean, I'm not in great shape at all.
I'll just hit her one more time with my
All
fist.
right.
Oh, boy.
23.
That's a hit.
8 points of damage.
Okay, I'm out.
On an unrelated note, can you tell us what it's like beating your sister into unconsciousness?
It is awful. Like, probably Sid is crying, but she's just like, snap out of it. Don't kill us. Snap out of it. Don't kill us.
Were you trying to like knock me down into so that I would have to start making dust saving throws, or are you just trying to knock me out?
I was just trying to knock you out. I was in my mind, I'm trying to hit you to get it out of you, and then I remember I have to make you go unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, you're stable. It's safe to assume that.
Yeah.
I'm not killing her.
that's good. Good. Yes.
All right. So as you fall unconscious, and as Sin stops screaming and kind of takes in what has just occurred, the ghost leaves San's body and flies straight up. Is anyone within melee range of the ghost?
I am, because I was, grappling her.
Yeah,
And I guess I would be too, because she was attacking me.
What about
But-
me?
You can you?
Yeah, I'm within melee, aren't
Oh,
I?
you were just attacking. Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. I thought when you said
I have a weapon
what
now.
about me came from Emma. I'm like, you're unconscious.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I apologize. You are definitely within melee range of the ghost. So the three of you, if you have any melee attacks you can use, are welcome to go ahead and do that.
No.
Can I hit it with a quarterstaff or just with my fist?
Yeah, you can hit it with a quarterstaff.
Okay, so that's a 21 hit,
That's a hit.
and that's for 11 damage.
All right.
Zan got a non-natural 20 to hit and did 10 damage.
All right.
August, you're right there too.
What's that? Oh yeah, it's true. That's true. That stupid
I
disc.
am.
If you've got that hammer, that mace.
I've got a sweet crossbow.
Sweet crossbow.
Melee.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can
Man,
hit
oh right.
You can punch it.
No, yeah. I could punch it.
I just
do
want to
have
watch her
unarmed
punch
strike.
it. Yeah.
But I have a -2 to strength right now.
Oh
But
shit.
I could try anyway for
Yeah.
the hell of
Absolutely.
it. Why
Let's
don't
see
I
what
just
happens.
try and punch it? Although I'd really like to use my turn to. Is this an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
reaction.
okay. Fine. I'll punch it. Maybe. No. Not even close.
Really
Didn't even
good.
raise the arm. to pull
Really
it.
good.
Yeah, right. Just watch it like, yeah.
Fucking ghost.
All right, and Zan, did you make your opportunity attack yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did 10 points of damage. Non-natural 20 to hit.
Okay. Farah, did you?
Yes, but I'm unarmed, so it was very much
Okay.
like August.
Can Bodybot make an opportunity attack?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Might as well.
15
That does it.
for 5 bludgeoning.
All right. So yeah, you're definitely getting some hits into the ghost, but it manages to escape. And as the room empties out and there's no more sounds of combat, you realize there are no more sounds of combat.
Shit.
Whatever happened upstairs happened.
We gotta go. Somebody grab her. Let's go.
I don't feel well. How do I look? I feel like something's very wrong.
You're beautiful. Let's go.
All right. Thank you.
Can I that's too much. Okay.
Please don't kill yourself.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. That's way too much. But I can at least do revivify.
Nobody's
on
dead.
You
her.
don't need to. She's
not
in
dead.
Not dead.
Well, yeah, but she's not conscious either. So wouldn't it be
Yeah,
better
she's-
to not?
She's
all
just
around
not
the
conscious. She'll wake up.
Yeah.
I don't think you can use
All
it unless
right.
she's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right.
Ha!
And you can attempt, and someone can attempt a medicine check, I believe. No, that's just a stabilizer. I
Yeah.
apologize. So yeah,
Well, I can carry her, or Bob can carry her, or of course we can use the disc, but obviously that's already, spoken for.
I would give it up for the fainted party member.
All right.
Not that selfish.
right.
For fuck's sake, like.
It's practical at the very least.
You're the client. It's not my place to judge. Right. So.
Besides, we're not in the sewer anymore. So.
Right.
So I'll load her up on the disc. Make her as comfortable on it as I can.
So would anybody like to climb up to the bell tower?
I am already
Alright.
like halfway there.
Good.
I take care of her and up I go.
Yes.
All right. As you hit the basically trap door to get up there, can
Oh,
you roll
no.
me a dex save?
I'm so mad at you. I knew it was coming.
It was trapped, and believe me, for the pacing, I would love to just say you go there.
No.
but I have to let you know that these wizards do
Oh,
this.
I got a natural 20.
You
It's still gonna hurt, but I did a natural 20.
you managed to not get caught in Ordeluke's resilient sphere.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
yes. Good time for that 20.
Damn.
But the sphere does still exist, and so the way behind you is blocked.
Right. That's all right.
And you step outside into the cold, pouring rain, and you see down on the streets there's a bunch of people around.
Oh shit.
You're in precinct 6,
Uh-huh.
so it's a lot of like raiders and goblin families and other various quote-unquote unsavory types. You see a lot of Rakdos, and they're all just kind of looking in awe and terror
Sure.
at the thing that Lunara has become.
Oh.
Skin has all sort of like sunken in. The mischief has left her eyes and has been replaced with this sort of dull gray film almost. Feathers just fall from her wings, and she's just floating there, flying in place for just a moment before she takes off into the night sky. And that
Hold
where
please.
we'll
Hold please.
tonight's session.
Damn it!
Oh man.
It.
Shit. I just knocked
All
out
right.
Sure. We're all out of spells.
Going well. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out.
Yes.
Yet another exciting session. Real quick, if you haven't already and you enjoyed what you saw tonight, click the little heart button up at the top of the screen to follow the channel. If you are willing and able, we would also love a subscription, or if you want to join our Patreon, patreon.com/variantrolls, that would be super awesome. That is all. Alex.
Hey everybody, my name is Alex. You can find me on Twitter at AxolotLCure, and I will be here every Monday until probably about mid-August or so for the end of this game. And you won't be able to see me until August 10th on it, but you can catch me later in the year on As the Suns Burn, an Invisible Sun game right here in Variant Roles, Twitch TV's premier magical soap opera. It's great and wonderful. And that's all I have to say about that, I think. Alex, how about you?
Hi everybody, I'm Alexandra Gaston. You can find me on Twitter at Crit Charisma. I apologize for my corn eating, but I had a very brief window to get street corn out here in Los Angeles, and I could not pass it up. I will be here on Mondays along with all this beautiful crew, and that's me. It was awesome seeing y'all.
Emma?
Hello, hi, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen over on Twitter. And let's see, you can find me here on Mondays. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Dice Priority for Dragon Heisters at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. This Thursday, I will be in a game over on the Scraticus channel. It's going to be a homebrew 5e game. Really excited. That's also at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday at 6 p.m. here on Variant Rolls, I will be wrapping up Salvage Operation. It will be our big finale. It's going to be pretty intense. There will be tentacles. There will be nightmares. It's going to be good.
Oh no.
And then Sunday, you can find me on Goth Brunch here again on Variant Rolls, 12 noon Eastern. And immediately following that, I will be a guest on Old Myths this week. Really excited. I'm going to be playing a really creepy old lady. And that.
All right, Sam?
What do I have? I don't have anything.
That's so not true.
I am Samantha Darcy. This is the only show I'm in right now. Please go buy Uncaged Volume 2.
There it is.
Or Volume 1 if you don't have it, or both.
Both.
And that's it.
Also check out her store for her awesome lanyards that she just
Yeah.
They're great.
or buy any of her other awesome stuff on her store.
All of that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
All right. Eugenio?
Hey everybody, I am Eugenio, also sometimes known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. You can find me here on Monday nights. You can find me on Monday afternoons before this from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 to 1 p.m. Pacific over on the Greyhawk channel, DMing the Brenton Files Monsters and Myths. That crew just finished up one storyline that was a take on the Frankenstein story, and spoiler alert, coming up next might be some vampires and werewolves that they're coming up to, which should be fun. What else? You can find me on Fridays on Encounter Roleplay on Basilica of the Cudgel, playing a human priest of Rao. I will not be there this Friday because I'll be traveling, so I'm not going to get a chance to play this week, but you should go check them out anyway. They're a ton of fun. And on Sunday nights from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm over on Gratuitous RP DMing the Half-Rate Heroes, and they are on their way to the Snowflake Mountains to investigate reports of something scary going on at Spirit Soaring, the great big temple to Denir out there. more. I'm also the Dungeon Master for the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge. In 2 days here on Variant Roles, we are going to be having our 2nd anniversary live stream event. I'm super excited about it. So yet another reason to follow this channel. We are going to be hosted here. We're super excited to be a part of the Variant Roles lineup this week. If you haven't been listening to the show, I can't lie to you. There are definitely going to be spoilers on Wednesday, but you should watch anyway, because who cares? You can go back and listen to old episodes and get caught up later. It's going to be a ton of fun. We go live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, so do come check us out. You can follow that show to get more updates at DND Last Refuge on Twitter. We've got like special offer going on our Patreon and all kinds of stuff like that for the next like 24 hours, so get on it. Yeah, that's a lot. I know, sorry. That's me though.
All right. And then the one, and to my knowledge, the only Stephen Rowe.
I'm Stephen Rowe. You can find me on Twitter at RightRow. I have a toddler, so that eats up all the time that I would otherwise use to be playing all these games that everyone else gets to play. But I will always come back and come on this anytime that there's been stuff for it. Fun.
Funny you should mention that.
You can probably most easily find me in the next month. Oh yeah. If you're at Gen Con and you want to come by the third-party publishing booth, I will be working it like half the time, and that'll be eating up all my days.
Yay!
So come by and say hi. Maybe buy some awesome third-party publishing products for 5 minutes. Cobalt Press, Legendary Games. I'm sure everyone will be there.
All right, and I think that's all of it.
I think it is too. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. One more time, if you haven't yet, hit the little heart at the top of the screen to follow us. We so appreciate you being here. I am a little ahead of the game this week, though not as much as I intended to be, but we are going to go over and raid Scraticus Academy's show at the moment. So if you want to hang out for a little longer, watch some more tabletop. I know it's late for some of us, but for some of you, it's not so late. So if you would like to hang out, we are going to head over. Make sure that you yell at them in the chat as soon as we arrive and all of that good stuff. Let them know that we're there. So we are going to go over in about 6 seconds. Thanks for watching. We will see you next Monday. I will not be here. I just realized I didn't say that, but we will see you next Monday here for Variant Roles. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And I think we should be over
Yeah,
there.
we're
All right.
All right.
Woo.